Hello, everyone. It's everybody over here, all the crustaceans over here begging Chrisean to strike me. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Sorry, a little piece late. Yeah, it's Chrisean's crustaceans over here begging her to strike me for me. Like, girl. Girl, she came. Moon Walker says, "You lay, honey." Boo. I got so much tea. I was on the phone with a few different people that want, because y'all know I get a lot of phone calls and I'll be promising that I'm going to follow up, right? So that's what I was doing. I was following up and I wanted to do that before I went live. Because when I get really good information, I'll make sure like I write it down and we'll go live and discuss it. So, and I don't want to keep talking about the same things over and over. I'm the type that I like to keep the story moving, right? Moving parts while there's things in the background going down. So I do have a lot of new information um, that I did not know. I'm like, what the is going on? Okay. Chastity Malone, or Chastity, sorry. Not her yet. Chyna Malone, Chrisean's eldest sister, came forward and confirmed what the Family Insider came on our show and stated. The viral clips that are going around of the caller that called in. Um, Apparently, the family has been watching. um, and yeah, China comes forward, confirms it. We're going to get into some information that we just found out about Tareen, the video that I had showed you all of her in at CPS um, because of Chrisean, and the called when Chrisean went live. I'm going to try to pull that up too. And she had called the police on Tareen and told the police that Tareen was trying to kidnap Chrisean Jr. We have more information about that. Okay. And it kind of changed the perception that I have on Tareen. Because I think Tareen is so pretty, right? But I kind of felt like, because Tareen was one of the main caregivers out of the family, I should say, besides Marsh, of Chrisean Jr., right? He's only about to be 3 years old, so he hasn't even been here long, right? So she had him often, okay? Many videos of her with him. You can tell she's crazy about Junior. I think she really does love Junior, right? But it's only so much you control. You can control. We all know how hard headed Chrisean is, and China is definitely going to get into that too. So we're going to talk about that. But girl, I kind of view her differently. A little piece. I view Tareen differently, right? So we're going to talk about that. Um, we're also going to talk about Chastity. Chastity Malone just came forward and speaking on, because the Family Insider came onto our show and talked about the information that she had, because Chrisean doesn't necessarily know, besides Chastity, where that information came from. She has called CPS on Chrisean again. Okay. So because the Family Insider came onto the show and spoke about what Chastity had been saying via DM in the background about Chrisean, Chrisean allegedly called CPS on her again. Okay, so she just went live talking about CPS, and y'all remember Chastity's daughter? I believe her name is Lula. She's so cute. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I just want to pinch her little cute little cheeks. She's just the cutest little thing. Those dimples go crazy. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that too. And what else are we gonna talk about? CPS and Chrisean's manager, Cam, allegedly has quit working for Chrisean. Um, and because it's allegedly CPS, because CPS has been contacting Cam. And I believe Cam is trying to protect herself and her own children by kind of getting away from Chrisean, or separating herself because she don't want all that in her life. Okay, girl. Okay, and that also mirrors to Tareen. So we're going to get into that too. We're also going to speak again to the family insider. All right. She's going to come back later on the phone lines. Okay. When I do open them up, we're going to talk to her first. And then I will speak to anybody else that wants to talk. Okay. So yeah, we will be getting into a lot. Yes, Kim. Absolutely. Did I say Cam? Sorry, I mean Kim. A lot of information. So yeah, so we'll be talking about a decent amount. Okay. First, I'm gonna need y'all to get those likes up. Please, please, please. 700 people in the chat, 169 likes. Okay, the petition is doing great. Let's get into that. You know, we're always going to pull up the petition and talk about the petition. This is what we are here for. Now, the crustaceans are over there begging Chrisean to strike my channel and try to get my channel taken down, blah, blah, blah. How I'm over here trying to get her child taken away and, you know, all of this stuff. So again, my channel is here. My videos, people have been reporting my videos since I came on here, since we started talking about this, right? Live. It's weird. Nobody would try to report my Chrisean surviving videos, right? But when we go live, they don't like that. I guess they really don't like the lives. Shout out to Desiree Tyler. Thank you so much for the super. Thank you so much for the super sticker, sweetheart. Shout out to Desiree. She says, since they want to say you're doing this for clout, we love you. Period. And my girl, thank you so much. I love you, sweetheart. Thank you for the super chat. So again, we aren't over here bashing Chrisean. Like, that's not what we're doing. So that's why I don't care about them saying that, oh yeah, we're gonna strike him, Chrisean, strike him. We don't give up. All right. Do what you need to do. Guess what I'm gonna do? What I need to do. Ask about me. Okay. The majority of stuff I do it behind the scenes. I do it behind the scenes. Like, so it just is what it is. I truly care about what's happening to Junior. The petition is for him to get medical help. Our lives is for Junior to get medical help. When we have talked about Junior being separated from Chrisean, okay, when we have had those discussions, it's never in a malicious way. It's always in a way of support. Like I've said, I feel like a family member should take over and, you know, Chrisean go do her thing, boxing, all of that stuff, and she go back and forth and see Junior. Celebrities do it all the time, to where family looks out for the child while they're out busy because they're really busy. And then when they have time, you know, to come and be with the child and whatnot, they do. They call, they FaceTime, they do what they need to do. But it's not easy having a child with you doing all the stuff that she's doing. It's not easy. It's not. Mm-hmm. Nothing about Chrisean Jr.'s care is being considered. People say, oh, you think that Chrisean is putting Chrisean Jr. in actual danger? Absolutely. Absolutely. Kids aren't even supposed to be in gyms. Every gym that I've had a membership for, if a kid is in the gym, they're 13 or older. Even in the saunas, all of that, you got to be at least 15 to be in a sauna. At my gym, it says 15 older. You have to be at least 15 years old just to be in the sauna. You have to be at least 13 years of age to be in the gym area. And some gyms don't allow kids at all. Most gyms don't do children at all. That's why they have daycares with most of them and whatnot. They don't do them at all. Okay? No kids. It's how they do it because children are liabilities. Shout out to Diamond. Thank you so much for the super sticker. She says, wherever you go, your supporters will follow. I am so proud of what you're doing. So inspiring and humane of you. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And that's all it's about. It's literally all it's about, you know? But thank you. I really appreciate that. And shout out to my boo Tasha Sherry. Look at my baby. She says they don't know about the Davy Way. Tap the screen. Absolutely. Yes. Thank y'all so much for all of the likes. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Tasha, for the super sticker. As she says, her guilty conscience is missing, I think, messing with her. She need counseling. This is a very hard one to call. And it is. I've stated that from jump. I'm not one to try to rip a child from his parent. Like, are y'all okay? It's not easy, but I'm not a crustacean. I'm not going to sit around and just hope she gets it together one day. It's going on 3 years. If you ain't got it together in 3 years, you're simply just not. In 3 years, Junior has shown zero progress. No milestones. Walking, talking, crawling, standing on his own, nothing. There's no progress. None. How many years is a person just going to sit around and allow a child to be publicly neglected? This is how you know they're doing it for clout. The gym is doing it for clout. The church is doing it for clout. The church has been, and I have those receipts. The church has been reached out to on multiple levels. The pastor's wife from the church has responded to certain people, hitting them up about Chrisean and Chrisean Jr. And I have those receipts too. I have them. They are doing it for clout. I am nowhere near Chrisean. If I was cool with Chrisean, Chrisean would not like me because Chrisean is hard-headed. And there's no way, because a real friend is going to tell you the real. And the real is, girl, this child needs assistance. Girl, I'm tired of looking at him feeling sorry for him. I don't like that. But the people that's sitting around her, the yes men, they feel sorry for Chrisean Jr. They do. They do. Their bills won't allow them to do what's necessary because that's what Chrisean is helping them pay. Their bills. From trainers, the gym, the managers, all of that, the church, they're helping them pay bills. Cut it. Cut it. Shout out to Jess Drea. She says, Sean, I think this is important. I love Sean and say Junior. Thank you so much, Jess Drea. I really appreciate your super sticker, sweetheart. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you. And shout out to Cancer for becoming a member. Thank y'all so much. And y'all can support the channel for free just by double tapping that screen. Okay, I really appreciate that. So yeah, thank y'all so much for the super stickers. Again, I'm just trying to keep the content going, but I want to acknowledge y'all because y'all deserve acknowledgement. So they are doing it for clout. They are doing it for money, not Sean. You want to know what's weird? Nobody has to watch me. Let's get into what y'all real issue is. Crustaceans. Nobody has to watch me. Who am I forcing here? Who? Who? People don't have to watch me. It could be 100 people here and I'm still going to talk. I've been doing it. Check my videos. Like, y'all weird. When I first started talking about Shanquella and stuff like that, it wasn't people here. Not at all. I was consistent. I kept doing it because it mattered to me. I was passionate about it. Still am. So when I'm passionate about something, when it comes to my content, that makes the best content. Because you're going to do what you need to do to make sure that the content matches what you are saying, matches your energy. I'm a father. As a father, seeing this young boy bothers me. And I know it bothers other people. But all of the people that's here, they have the same issues, the same concerns, same ones. And as a village, it is our business. If you're neglecting your child right now, that's my business. It is. You don't want to be my business, don't neglect them. Then it's not my business. You over there being a good parent is none of my business. You hear that? You over there being a good parent isn't my business. I need to mind my business. You a good parent, your child acting up in public, and you chastise them, right? You yell at them, scold them, whatever. It's not my business to say, hey, you don't have to, you got every right to turn your head and tell me to shut the up. You have every right to turn your head and tell me to mind my motherfucking business. Because them is your kids and you know how to handle them. That's when you get to say, don't tell me about my motherfucking child. You can go sit down somewhere. Look, it's too much. I didn't never plan on beating somebody up in front of my child. But how you going right now? Yeah, my child about to see me get active. Mind your fucking business. You have every right. You sure do. Mm-hmm. But when your child don't walk, talk, speak, eat, and it's all publicly, because that's how I'm in your business. If she was doing this in the privacy of whatever homeless shelter she had, I wouldn't, it just is what it is. Shout out to Ken. She says, loving your channel. Thank you for everything you're doing, bringing awareness to Junior. Junior needs help. Thank you so much. And Junior's needs. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I really appreciate it. Shout out to Jess Dre as well. She says, this is concern, not a gag or key. Little Junior need us all, and Rock does too. Yeah, Rock needs somebody. Yeah, I'm just not willing to be there for her at all. I loathe Chrisean. I do. But I don't need, that's not the premise of what I'm here doing. I don't care about Chrisean. Why would I? And that's the issue with the crustaceans, is that I'm not sitting over here doing what people have been doing since Junior has been born, even before, while people were watching her drink. I loathe Chrisean for what she did to Junior. I could never be cool with the Chrisean. Like I said, we don't have nothing to talk about. I don't talk to unfit parents. I'm not friends with unfits. I don't do that. I could be friends with somebody that gave up their child for adoption. I could be friends with somebody that gave custody to somebody in their family to raise their child because they deserve better. I can be cool with somebody like that. But I can't be cool with somebody knowingly. No. No. And the only reason the people that are around her, because they have the same feeling that we do, but they are using her. See, their bills won't allow them to stand up for Junior. Their bills won't. So the gym not concerned about Junior. That's why they let him in there. Because it's a risk him being there. Anything can happen. People could get into a physical altercation. It's a physical place where people are throwing punches. Anything can happen. Somebody could fall in the ring. Anything. And it's adults. So even worse situation can happen too. He shouldn't be there. At all. If he was going to be there in the playpen, at least he could be in an office or something like that, out of harm's way. You're in a gym, things get heated all the time. Men testosterone. A sparring could turn to real. And that's a concern to have. But to most of y'all, oh, that's petty. Okay, well, let it be petty. But it's true. Most people are not taking their children in gyms with them. They're just not doing it. Shout out to Jess Dredd. Thank you so much for the super sticker, sweetheart. She says, I understand, Sean. I've been concerned since her pregnancy announcement. Complete respect and love. Thank you so much. And there's so many other people that feel the same way, that are concerned. So just because the gym isn't doing anything doesn't mean that they don't have a concern. Just because the coach isn't doing anything doesn't mean that he doesn't have concerns. The pastor, the church, I'm not trying to make these people out to be like literally evil. I'm not. But Chrisean in certain ways is profitable. She is. And Junior even more so. You know how many people were sending donations and joining that church once they seen Junior up there on that stage with Chrisean? They taking pictures and publicly putting an extremely sick child. He barely looked alive. If we keeping it real. He barely looked alive in those photos. And the church, y'all felt comfortable posting those? Y'all felt comfortable, all of y'all standing around an extremely sick child and not praying for him? That's okay. I'm not one to say nobody cares. They can control Chrisean. They can control her, but you don't think that helped their church and the church's image? You don't think people join in that church just so they can get a glimpse of Junior? So they can get a glimpse of Chrisean? You don't think so? You think people are not uninterested in the church and are going to boycott the church? No. No. That's going to make more people attract to going to the church, becoming members, donating. That's what that's going to do. It's just going to fill up the collection plate. These boxing companies giving her, what was it? What do they call X Rumble? Oh, hold on, let me pull them up. I don't know. You think these boxing companies care? No. No. Well, does this look like people just X Rumble fighting? You think they care? You think this white man that signed her care about Chrisean Jr.? No. He gonna look at it as that's her business. That's her business. That's her kid. She probably should take care of him, but ain't my no business of mine. We already signed the contracts. We didn't already paid her. You know, all of that, they gonna get their money's worth. She gonna get in that ring and she gonna fight and she gonna make them back their money. It's business. With the church, it's business. This isn't business with me. This is why it's strictly about Junior. This is why I show examples. This is why I don't pull her up on my screen, literally, so that she can try to copy. Yeah, we ain't got time for all that. We're gonna do it old school. I'm gonna use my phone. Yeah, easy to edit out if need be. Real simple. Yeah, our voice is going to be heard, and that's what Chrisean does not like. So she knows exactly what's going on. She does. But if the crustaceans want to turn it into something else, you go right ahead. We don't care. we honestly don't care. We care about Junior. Okay. We don't have a petition for CPS. We don't have any of that. Nobody but do. We're not over here with 1-800 call CPS on Chrisean right now. Like, we're not doing any of that. Because that can be looked at as an attack. We're not attacking her. We're creating awareness. Awareness. Our awareness has helped her put a coat on Chrisean Jr. We are happy about that. You can't ask somebody to do something and then when they do it, you're still trying to find something. No. She put a coat on Chrisean. Whether the subscribers bought it, whether she bought it, it's a coat on him. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, Chrisean, for putting a coat on Junior. I said that yesterday. I appreciate it. I do. She's showing car seats and all of this stuff. Now, before, no car seat. She didn't care to show a car seat. I've been complaining about it forever. But that's how you could tell she wasn't really watching. She was watching, but she wasn't. I feel like she had her eye on me, but she wasn't really watching it. In these lives, she's been watching. Hey, Chrisean. She's been watching. Now she's showing car seats. Great. Great. I mean, I need him to have a little bigger one, but that's all right. Girl, it's a start. Appreciate you. Thanks. I'm not about to come in here live. Oh, no, that's not her baby car seat. That's her friend baby's car seat. That's not even her car. You know, I'm not doing all that. I hope that's Chrisean Jr.'s car seat, and I hope she know how to buckle him in it. I'm hoping, like, from what I see, that look like her vehicle and all that stuff. Great. Why? I'm not going to knock her for it. No, that's good. And I'll acknowledge it. Just like if she takes him to the doctor, or I'm going to acknowledge her for it. I'm like, thank you for taking him to the doctor. If we got to force her to do it, let's get it. If we got to force her to be a good mom, if we have to teach her, let's do it. I'm all for it. Shout out to Miss Jackie. She says, "Hi, Sean. I love you. Keep going. Save Junior. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. I really appreciate the super sticker. Thank you. So yes, please hit the like. Over 600 or 600, 1,600 people in the building. 600 likes. Thank y'all so much. Please keep double tapping that screen. So yeah, if we have to make her take care of him until something else is figured out, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. That's why you stay on it. Yeah, and they mad about it. That's why they've been reporting us since we started talking. They've been reporting the petition. I've been telling y'all. They literally have been reporting the petition. like, like the petition is take Junior away from her right now. CPS is not doing anything, so we have to find him and take him. Are you okay? Are you okay? Mm-hmm. Anybody could have called WBAL. Why did it take Sean? Why me? I'm not making a spectacle out of it. No, I like to cue my audience in on what's going on. Sean, you got a backup channel. Yes, and I'm not using it. Right here. This is where we're going to be at. We're going to be right here. Yeah, we don't do backup channels because we're not scared of nobody. You read those guidelines and you follow them. I've read those guidelines and I am following them. Yes, we can see your comment, T-Money. And I'm following them. So yeah, we don't do the backup channels because we don't worry about the girls. We've been here, what, about 6 years? And I ain't never had to go on no backup channel. For what? No, we don't do all that. We stay in the guidelines. We don't bully people. We don't attack people. We give our opinion. And sometimes we gag the girls. That's about it. That's about it. And they're mad that we do it intellectually. That's what they don't like, that I can convey and express myself, even with raw emotion. I can still conduct myself into where I don't have to attack someone. I can still have a logical conversation while using intellect, instead of having a conversation that doesn't really make sense anymore because I'm attacking someone. That's not happening. This is why these women, and there are a lot of women that are a little older that are here because they have common sense. They are bright. They are smart. They're not a part of this new school crustaceans. The one I don't even want to talk to young people. My channel ain't for that, no way. Like, I want to talk to adults, 30, 40, 50 plus. That's who I'll talk to. You know, to everybody else, I'm Unc, and stay over there. Don't talk to Uncle. Leave Uncle alone. Okay? Go to the kid table. That's why we had them growing up. I'm at the adult table now. That's where I'm at. And that's the issue. Because I can sit here and reach out to them. It's simple. Okay, I'm amazing. I could easily sit here. Oh, crustaceans. They need to fall back off Chrisean. She's a good person. And I will pull all of them in. They'll all be sitting around the table. They sure would. Because I can push my content either way. Either way, good or bad. Okay? Good or bad. Because I'm not afraid to shake the table. I just did a live not too long ago about ICE. And people did not like what I had to say about the situation. But I'm not going to come forward and lie. Like, I don't have any reason to. You know? Like, I don't care who likes me. I lost like 400 subscribers. Like, just that day alone, right? And then the next live I do, within like the last week or two, we done grew like 3,000, over 3,000 subscribers. So that's why it pays to be real. Because most people would have took the live down, put it on private. No, it's still up because I still feel the same way. That's weird. That's weird. No, I do not support what ICE is doing right now. My thing was me supporting ICE in the past, and what they're doing, what's going on right now, I do not support. Where's my whistle? I have an ICE whistle. Correct. I have an ICE whistle. Anytime I see ICE, even a white truck, Lord. Ooh, I blow the whistle. I had my kids outside yesterday laughing because I was blowing it. I was like, ah! Blowing my thing, and then even the man driving was laughing. He rolls his window down. He's like, no, no. Where you get it? The majority of the stores here in Minnesota, they give them away. They're free. So when you walk into a store, there's ice whistles. I have an ice whistle. Y'all want me to go get it? Y'all want me to go get it? Y'all want to see my ice whistle? I have an ice whistle and I will blow it. Okay? Okay? So I am in support. Like I said, back in the day, I supported ICE because I feel like it was fair. You know, what they're doing right now, I don't necessarily, I just, it's a lot. There's been so many businesses have been closed. They closed school down here the last few days. Yesterday, they did like a nobody support any of the businesses here. So a lot of businesses were closing yesterday. Like people are listening. They have a march, a rally. Hold on, let me go. Hold on. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go get it. Hold on. I'm gonna go get it. Okay. Oh, I don't want to flip it. All these rules now. Hold on, I'm gonna go get it. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I got my whistle, y'all. I got my whistle, y'all. I have to go get it. I have my whistle. Hold on, let me show y'all. Look, ain't it cute? So cute. So cute. This is for ice. Correct. Correct. I'll be at the house. Anytime I see a white truck, I'll be, oh, I don't be playing. Okay? Leave them people alone. Damn, at least let them finish their shift. Like, damn. So, yes, yes, Lord. I'll be all together. Anytime I see a white truck, so they give them away everywhere. When you go in any store, pretty much in Minnesota, they're giving away ice whistles. Okay, and you're supposed to blow it real loud if you see ice. Okay, then everybody's supposed to come out their house and basically like chase them. Girl, they've been chasing them too. They have. I'll say I ain't doing all that. Now that please. Look at here, they did it to a white woman. No one's safe. No one's safe. Nobody's safe. Okay. And I'm a target. So yeah, please. So and then next month on the 26th, they're doing this big protest downtown in Minneapolis. And like they're shutting everything down again because they've been closing school and everything for ICE. And a lot of the students haven't been going to school. Like especially the high schools here, students are deciding themselves not to go to school in process of ICE since they keep trying to let them come into schools and stuff. So that the kids that may get deported or families may get deported, they stay at home. Everybody stay at home. So then when they pretty much come into the schools, a lot of them is empty. So because my kids, I think yesterday was the first day they had back to school this week. And they had a half day. And then yesterday was the first day they were back to school. They had school all week. Mm-hmm. And I mean, the schools are just so confused because they keep sending us text messages and emails. Because some days school in, and then they not. Then they're trying to do like distant learning as well. It's like C19 all over again. I'm like, what the? Like, it's major down here. But yeah. So let's get back into the petition. There's a lot going on down here. I will keep y'all updated. I will, but I'm not joining on protesting. It's not this. It's not our fight type of situation. It's just way too much going on, and it's a lot that I just don't agree with. Um, and at this point, it's like, what are we? Besides someone innocently being slain, what are you fighting for? Because this is, I mean, you're going against the president here, so I mean, good luck with that. So let's get into this first. This is look what it says here: medical Chrisean Jr.'s medical neglect. Okay, now this was sent to Okay. Email from the pastor's wife. Shout out to Chrisean Bacon Cheeseburger Porter Jr. On IG. Y'all go check them out. An email from the pastor's wife, okay, at the church that Chrisean goes to. And it says, like we said, she knows what she did to her baby. It shouldn't take an entire year for somebody else to tell her to take him to a pediatrician, etc. Okay, but we're going to get into the email, okay? And this is the pastor's wife responding. All right, let's get into that. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. So it says, Chrisean Jr.'s medical neglect. It says, good morning, and this is to Natalie Todd. Okay, the pastor's wife at the church. This is Miss Todd, and I'm like, okay. I understand you all have some concerns pertaining to Chrisean and her son, Chrisean Jr. Thank you for making me aware of the subreddit. We are here to support. We are here to support Chrisean and her child in any way that we can, as her family here in Oklahoma. As her family here in Oklahoma. On behalf of Chrisean and Chrisean Jr., we would like for the calls to DCFS to stop. Y'all, the pastor wife wants y'all to stop calling pretty much like DHS, pretty much, child protection on Chrisean. The pastor wife is asking that y'all do that. That y'all do that. Ooh, girl. Girl. Yeah, I didn't say this was from yesterday. This is how long this has been happening. Okay, I'm going somewhere with this, I promise. So, yes, and this ain't like years old. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. That was cute. And I'm a that was cute. But yeah, this is recent. So, moving right along. So yes, sorry, y'all say anything. That other girl. So like this is like what was this? December? November? Just passed? 2025. We're still in the first month of 2026. What's old? You okay? It's still winter. It was said in winter. Happy holidays. Anything else? Yeah. We're not gonna make this 2022, 2023. No. 2025. We're still in the same month of 2026. It's new. Like that's new. But okay. Right. Go to act like it's summer. Like I'm about to go swimming after this. That's old. No, you are. Like, you mad at us because our face aging like wine and you're giving milk. You're giving expiration date milk. Like, chill. Okay? You gotta talk to the Lord about why you look like what you look like in the mirror. That don't have nothing to do with us. Because we're quick and you're slow. 6 times 6, 36. Let me do it to you. 5 times 5. Wait, it's making me think a lot. Like, it is why I was rudely interrupted by the fat guy in a little coat. I understand you all have concerns, okay? This is from 2025. Oh, ho. Yes. Oh, Lord. Lord, I'm trying. Look, I'm trying to save this baby. I really am. I'm trying to be good. I really am. Now look at here. Don't you hold it against me later. I'm down here doing your work. Yes. Ooh, just be a fence. Yes, because I'm really trying not to. Okay. So I'm constantly being attacked. I am constantly being attacked. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Any updates from Junior? Yes. He still can't walk. He still can't talk. His feet are still clubbed. He still needs reconstructive surgery done in his genital area. He can still barely breathe. He is finally getting the rest of the phlegm up, and I'm a girl. He still has not eaten. He has not spoke since he allegedly said hallelujah. The biggest update is that he still need help. Correct. Anything else, babe? Because I got you. Anything? I love you. Yes. So it says Chrisean Jr. and okay. We are here to support Chrisean and her child in any way. On behalf of Chrisean and Chrisean Jr., we would like for the calls to DCFS to stop. I have spoken with Chrisean and DCFS, and we have made arrangements to take Junior to a pediatrician to address my concerns. Now, you want to know why I brought this up? Mhm. To the wide lord, to the freak in the background that's talking about this is old. Junior has not been taken into a pediatrician, and Chrisean still goes to this church. How long do it take if just in November she was asking people to stop calling DCFS, okay, because her and Chrisean had already spoke to child protection, mhm, and they had plans for Junior to go to a pediatrician. Why would Junior need to go to a pediatrician if it's Mammy online saying ain't nothing wrong with him? Why are we going into February and he still has not seen a pediatrician? And we know he hasn't because he was just extremely ill. His feet are still clubbed. He's had no therapy. Like, are we okay? What's going on, Miss Todd? But you care, right? Uh, you care, right? Because that's what they swear about Sean. You know, Sean doesn't care. Sean is doing this for clout. Are you sure? I don't know. It's sad you know and have met Chrisean Jr., and a stranger is willing to do more than you. But you operate with the Lord, right? You believe in God, right? Yeah. Even you know that prayer is nothing without work. I mean, aren't you like a professional Bible thumper? Yeah. So why has nothing been done? Because now I'm going to have to point my finger at you. You're the one who is asking shit on behalf of Chrisean. So on behalf of Chrisean, why hasn't that baby seen the pediatrician? Can you answer that on behalf of her? Since you like to speak for her. You still can, right? She still goes to your church. You were just up there on stage with her while she was screaming Yahweh, whoever that is. But yeah, what happened with that? Mm. She was just in your church reading the Bible, right? Wrong. But she was just in church reading the Bible, right? Mm, interesting. But people love to say that Sean is doing this for clout. Again, can y'all tell people to stop watching me? Mhm. All 2,000 of y'all here right now. Am I forcing any of you to be here? Am I making y'all be? I would hate to think that. I would hate to think that I'm over here clickbaiting y'all, lying to y'all, coming forward, lying on Chrisean, making things up about her. I won't even attack the alleged STDs that people have thrown on her own family, not Sean, her own family. I don't, I just move it in passing. Like, I don't even elaborate on things like that because, again, it could look a way of attacking. I don't have any proof that Chrisean has ever had an STD or anything like that besides word of mouth. So I just leave it alone. It's nothing to expound on. Like, I just moved the conversation right along. Her family said that. I've never said that about Chrisean. I don't know about anything that's going on in that woman's body, and I have not alluded to it besides the fact that I believe that she is slow based off of her classmates speaking on her in Reddits and whatnot and stating how she was always kind of dumb. They said that. I don't. I've never met her. I've never met her. And I can tell you from based off the things that I've seen from her online. Brda. Brda. Hmm. When Chrisean was in high school, that's why I said I had to go watch. And I watched her old YouTube channels and stuff. It was funny how people were trying to make it seem like at some point she was smart. At some point she was so different. No, there was just certain experiences like Blueface that she hadn't had yet. But she was already off the hook. The situation with her and Ronnie, a whole body and all that, she was already off the hook. That's weird. I'm like, what are people talking about? She's always been, mm, she's she's always given. Like forever. She's always given this. Where is it? Anytime I watch her content, when she was on Baddies, I was like, Chrisean, where? Chrisean, here. You left this. My girl, like she's always given that. Like she has. I feel like her classmates kind of confirmed it. I don't feel like they got any testing done on Chrisean when she was younger to figure out if she may have been autistic or anything like that. I don't feel like they did anything like that. Hmm. And when your mama outside flipping rock, when your mama outside, girl, when your mama outside, girl, when your mama, when your mama come in, when your mama at the bodega talking like this, I live all my kids. When your mom at the gas station, Holiday, I got the bike. I got the bike, Holiday. Holiday, I got the bike. That's Holiday, I got the bike. Lord, okay. Stop. Sean. Spot Junior. Spot Junior. Okay. So I'm back. Junior, we love you. Because I'm about to go there. I I'm about to go there. Cause no, y'all, because it's pissing me off. So I'm about okay. So the rest of this say, ooh, okay. Um, Natalie Todd, the first lady, at the church said, I have spoken with Chrisean and DCFS, and we have made arrangements to take Junior to a pediatrician to address any concerns and to put everyone's mind at ease. We are constantly praying over Chrisean and her child. Your prayer, it don't work. Your husband don't touch nobody in the heel. Your husband done had his hands all over Krishan, forehead, back of his head, back, all that. He ain't walk. Your husband cannot perform miracles. Your husband's prayer is weak. She brought him there to pray on Krishan Jr. He was coughing when she took him home. He up there lying to her, telling her she a good mama and all of that. But y'all want us to believe that y'all, because the pastor could have told the truth when he was praying on Chrisean. He could have. Lord, she's a terrible mother, but this baby deserves life because he didn't do nothing besides be created by her and hopefully Ronnie. But word on the curb is it could have been her cousin that is no longer breathing, allegedly. You know, like, I mean, he could have told the truth. Lord, she may be a Jezebel. She may have the scarlet letter on her back, Lord. But bless her. You up there because she's a great mother. How? This boy can't breathe. You ain't no doctor. With this weak prayer, why y'all be of the devil. The devil blessed too. It just take longer because it's treacherous. You ain't praying and speaking on life over that child. She done brought that baby in there upside down, holding feet over her. You letting her make him prisoner at your own church. And you sitting, oh, pull it up, Sean. Oh, hold on. Oh, pull it up, Sean. Oh, I can't stand her.
How are you?
Girl.
I love you, man.
He don't love you. Okay, hold on. Poker Sean. Okay, hold on, look. It's music. Look. She pinned his hands behind his back so he couldn't scratch. Look, y'all see? We thought he was scratching yesterday. No, he was trying to move his arm so he could scratch because look, the black hood, that's his sweater. She basically tied the baby hands behind his back in the church. In y'all church. That's your church. The one that Miss Todd. Care to speak? But people want to talk about Sean. What about me? What about me? At least I'm genuine. Correct. At least I'm genuine. Baby, got y'all church holding the baby captive at y'all church. Ooh, Lord. But these are the spokespeople for her. Right message, wrong messengers. Yeah, right message, wrong messengers. Yeah, wrong messengers. Look at that baby. Look at that little boy. Look. Crustaceans. Why is his arm pinned behind his back? Is it because the audience has been noticing that he has been scratching? Natalie, Miss Todd, this is at your church. This is at your church, right? Ooh, weird. Ooh, weird. I will give y'all updates on the lawyer, the news station, after other things have been taken care of. Because the crustaceans have been trying to sabotage everything that we do. Okay? Just like we called the news station, they did too. But see, they won't go live and tell y'all that. They won't go live and tell y'all that. They did too. They won't tell you that though. They won't talk about that. They won't talk about me doing it. They won't talk about me doing it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. And she says, my kids get sick, I pray, but I also pray on the way to the doctor's correct office because God gave us doctors and medicine for a reason. You better tell them. USN mail. You better tell them, sweetheart. Thank you so much for the super sticker, sweetie. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Hold on, there's another one. There's another two. Shout out to my boo Melanie, moderator. Love you. Thank you for the super sticker, sweetheart. She says, I won't let me heart it. I want to heart it. Stop. Melanie, it won't let me heart your thing, girl. What you do? Oh, there we go. I hearted it. Hey. She says, Sean, I was born preemie. I had a lot of health issues, but God and my mom working hard in early intervention. I am living my blessed life. Keep fighting for Junior. Absolutely. Well, and thank you so much, sweetheart. And yeah, that's all it takes is a little TLC and a piece of doctor. And I mean, that's it, But we're gonna get into why Chrisean really ain't been to the doctor with this baby. Thank you so much. And shout out to Witness. She says that's why the lady behind her looked upset at church. Girl, because she probably seen that her pinning that baby arms behind his back. See, pinning the baby arm behind his back. Because people have been noticing the scratching. They have been noticing that. And I think Chrisean was trying to keep Chrisean Jr. from scratching. Okay. Sean, that's Faith City Church with Mike Freeman. Oh, that's the Mike Freeman Church. Because this lady, this Natalie, this is a lady in Oklahoma. Correct, the church in Oklahoma. Shout out to she says, I have lupus. I need my doctors. I know everybody that has anything needs a doctor. It's like impossible and whatnot, not to need a doctor. No, Natalie is still being held accountable because she just said in November, because Chrisean went a church hop, that she had spoke with Chrisean and her and Chrisean had spoke with Child Protection and that they had a plan to take this baby, this child, to the doctor. Shout out to Cornatia. I hope I'm saying that right. She says, I heard he has bed sores. That's why he be scratching. We're going to get into that too. But no, I'm still holding. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I'm still holding her accountable. Because don't overpromise and underdeliver. Don't do that. Okay? Ain't nothing been done. Nothing. I don't give up if it was from 1997. It's not okay for Sean to come forward in 2025 and say that Junior needs to be saved, and then I just give up. Because I could be talking about things like T.S. Madison and a DL, a whisperer. He just pulled up at her house. All of that. I could be talking about that with the same amount of people, not more, in the chat. Because that's juicy. Yeah. I'm delaying stories that I could be talking about. Ones that would drive all type of traction. Yes, the DL Whisperer and T.S. Madison has been beefing for quite some time, right? He just drove past her house. I mean, it's going down on IG and stuff right now with T.S. Madison. And T.S. Madison put up the video of him outside of her home. All of that. He put up the video of him driving past her home. I could be, and trust me, everybody want to look at y'all. Look at my tea sippers in the chat. The one that come here for black tea. Look at them. They're interested in. So let's not talk about clout. Because I could have 3,000-4,000 people in my chat. I could get T.S. Madison over here again. I'm lit. Like I don't know what I'm very so much entertaining. I does this. Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Way bigger stories. Shout out to Alexi. Says, I have Minneapolis family law attorney that owns her own firm who I know personally that would love to help. She hates abusers. Okay, thank you so much, sweetheart. If you can send that information to me in your name to SeanDeVoiceShow@gmail.com, that would be great. And we can go from there. If you want me to contact you privately, I can do that too. Put your number in there so it makes it a little easier because I have so many people that I've been getting back in contact with. So if you could put like your number and stuff, if you want to talk on the phone, I can call you anonymously, or you can just call we can speak via email, and then you can call me anonymously if you don't want your number. When I always want a person to feel protected. But yes, very so much. Thank you so much for the super sticker as well. But yeah, if you have any information like that, hit me up. I would love to speak to anybody that's willing to help or will help with advice, and stuff like that. I'm all for it. So again, I could be talking about other stuff. I skipped the story with Just Hilarious and Tasha K. They've been going at it and whatnot. I've been giving all my attention to Junior. Enough is enough. That's why we're here. So, like, don't play with it. Y'all are weirdos. Weird. Like, trust me. Sean can get to the bag. I haven't been doing none of my survivings. And I started doing surviving the 90s again. What R&B artists and stuff that we haven't heard from, me telling their stories, where they are, what happened. People love those videos. We put concerts in it. Those videos don't hit 1 million views. Not this. Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Y'all are weird. Okay? Junior and his health matters to me. So anybody that has said that they're going to be there, because Blueface is well. In my next slide, we're going to be talking about that. How he promised he was going to do this, how he was going to make sure that this happened with Junior, all of that. We're going to get on him too. I don't give a if he said in the 2022, 2021, none of that matters. Okay? Because I'm not promising the people anything. I'm hopeful. We have hope that something can happen with Junior health-wise. Shout out to Love X. She says, hey, Sean, Natalie Todd, Mike's wife, is from Transformation Church in Tulsa. She has a child on the spectrum. I'm sure she tried to help. Thank you so much for the super sticker. If you're going to try and do something, you don't speak until it's done. You don't speak until it's done, because that's where the over-promising and under-delivering comes in. Don't take on somebody else's burden. When it comes to Chrisean, thank you so much, Charm, for the super sticker, sweetheart. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You don't take on somebody else's burden. I'm not going to come forward and promise anything when it comes to Chrisean Jr. I am hopeful. My petition is hope, adding awareness to his medical situations. I did not call the news station and ask the news station if we could publicly try to get her child taken away from her. Go and actually listen to my words and what I am saying. I am talking about Chrisean Jr. being disabled. I am talking about Chrisean Jr. being a special needs child. I am talking about how Chrisean Jr. has been bullied. I done already did survivings about he'd have been bullied by random people online, Blueface, Carlissa, even Chrisean. Stop playing with me. This is why they are mad. Like y'all are weird. Y'all trying to make it into something else. Like my petition is to get Chrisean Jr. in my house. He done been around enough strangers. I'm trying to keep him at least around somebody that's going to know him, that know him already. Or this will be lifelong, not somebody temporary. And again, I can't remove him. I'm not a judge. I'm not a social worker. Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? This is why people are in support of it. This is why. This is why I'm very messy. But you know what's even messier? A punk ass hoe going somewhere, watching a person that you like op. That's messy. What do you call that? Imagine. See, you crustaceans, y'all like me. Y'all like me more. I've acknowledged you before she even has. Imagine going to swing for someone, but the person you're swinging for won't speak to you, but the person you're swinging at will talk to you before them. I'm at least making you exist. She don't. Y'all are pathetic. Every single last one of y'all. And you see why we can never get along? Because a lot of you hoes are defending her because CPS in your life. Yeah. It's called a hit dog hollering. That's what that is. A lot of y'all can relate. Again, like I told you, weird unfits before. You defend Chrisean because it hits home. I can't relate. I can't. And you feel on the inside how I feel about Chrisean, I must feel about you. So know that a lot of times when y'all jumping out in the chat, you're not defending Chrisean. You're defending you. Now that's a word. Yeah, so a lot of times y'all defending yourself. Correct. Mm-hmm. That's why the good parents, that's why they jump on what I'm on my bandwagon. Because they're good parents. So they can relate to me. They can relate to why I'm concerned because they are. Because we relate in being good parents. See? Or you just got a case closed or in the process of closing with CPS assholes, don't make us feel any type of way. Sorry, not sorry. That's why I say y'all pathetic. That's why I say y'all don't matter. Because to go against what we are doing means you can't relate. You can't relate to being a good parent. You can't relate to being concerned about a child you've never met. I'm not concerned about what Chrisean Jr. wears. I'm not concerned about the type of lifestyle I feel like he should be living, besides a healthy one. That's the only concern. Imagine. Yeah, I'm not stupid. You're stupid. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's it. Y'all mad about it. Stay that way. It's about to be over 6,000 people that have filed the petition. We are 5,800. Please keep signing the petitions on my community wall. Please keep signing. It's 6,000 people signed a petition agreeing with the words in said petition. Am I forcing y'all to sign a petition? Are y'all signing the petition because I'm telling y'all to? Or are y'all signing the petition because you believe in the cause? Which is, once again, thank you, Rain. Rain says we're at 5,924. Yes. Thank y'all so much. How do I find the community wall? Just hit back and come back. Just hit like the arrow back, depending on like what you're watching it on. And it says at the top, videos, lives, posts. Just hit post or community. And it depends on what device you're on. And you'll see it. And then the petition's right at the top. You can just tap that and it'll take you right over to sign it. So again, it's like, are y'all okay? But y'all mad at us. We'll stay that way. Stay angry. Can I sign multiple times? I think you have multiple emails. I think you have multiple emails. You can. So yeah, I don't care about y'all. Y'all don't make us feel any type of way. No, you're never gonna make me feel bad being concerned about a child who has been neglected on such a public level. Okay, it's the reason I started my campaign against Nature Boy. The children. The children. That's why I started it. That's why we started it. The children. Not the women. They're grown. If they truly want this man treating them like that, I don't agree. But if that's how they want to live their lives, who am I to tell them any different? But when it came to those kids that kept being brought in these situations, oh no. We got active. We did just that. And we caused a change. Why wouldn't I do the same situation here? Like, I mean, I don't get it. Shout out to Melanie. She says, would you adopt Junior yourself, Sean, if given the option? Hold on, Melanie, so I can answer that question. Thank you so much for the super stickers. We have trying to make sure I didn't miss another one because the chat has been flying. Thank y'all so much. I would absolutely adopt Chrisean Jr. in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Yes. And I would document his life. I will let everybody see everything that's going on with him. I will let everybody in, and not even violating his HIPAA, but letting everybody in on what's happening with him. I would document it all, and I will put it in a trust. I absolutely would. All the money that he makes, because it would be my responsibility to take care of him. And I would do just that. And I would put all of his money in a trust that he will make from his little channels and stuff like that, from all his social media and all of that. Absolutely. Yes, I sure would. And I will chronicle the whole thing because I think the world will want to know what's going on with him. And who the fuck am I to tell Chrisean that she needs to do a lot of these things and I not do them myself? I not do them myself. Ooh, now I'm going straight to hell. After Chrisean, you read what you saw, like Chrisean allegedly having something to do with Ronnie's passing. If anything, I'm doing her a favor if I was trying to help her kid be given to somebody else, right? I mean, once the police finish conducting their investigation, she won't be raising them no way. Are you okay? But you thought that was over? I'm the wrong one. Yeah, y'all gonna have to play those guilt games with somebody else. If I'm going to hell, it won't be because of Chrisean. I can promise you. It won't be because of her. Not at all. She needs to worry about getting to the pearly gates talking to God about them 16 allegedly abortions she done got. She needs to worry about going to those pearly gates talking to God about what happened to Ronnie. She needs to go to the word about going to those pearly gates talking to God about what happened to that man that Ronnie came there after she slipped and said that she caught a body. She need to be worried about heaven or hell. That's why she over there trying to repent publicly. Not Sean. Not I. Yeah. All this hard work I did over here trying to let God let me in heaven being gay. Yeah, you out your mind. Again, if I'm gonna go to hell, it's gonna be because I thought your sister's pretty, but I boy and boyed it. It's not gonna be because of Chrisean. I promise you. Not at all. You're weird. Imagine the Lord saying to me, well, I'm not letting you in because you try to raise awareness for a defected child whose mom caused the deformities. You can't come in here. Are you okay? And God forgives, right? Dear Lord, please forgive me for the things that I allegedly said about Chrisean when I was allegedly live and said certain things about her that would cause me to go over yonder to Hades. Please forgive me. Is it over or no? He forgives, right? Moving right along. So, yes, y'all gonna play with people. I'm just not the one. I'm just not the one. Know that I will continue doing what I'm doing, and I'm a girl. And if this gonna send me to hell, I can't wait to be introduced to Prince and Michael Jackson and all the other people that's allegedly there. Correct. Yes, I go down there and do Thriller and Flames. Yes, a shout out to the super stickers. Hey, Miss Cleo. I see you, girl. Hey, Miss Kick Off Cleo. Hey, girl. Shout out to Millie. She says, respects to you, Sean. I have a cousin who had a child diagnosed with cerebral palsy past, but my fam wouldn't never condone a Christian's behavior. Absolutely. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. Hold on, somebody said something in the chat that I wanted to respond to. I forgot what it was. It was something like good. Who just the bully me? Okay. Tell the pastor and the wife to call CPS, save Junior, and sign the petition as well. Thank you. Amen. Right. Like, girl. These churches are allowing it because they are getting things off of it. Let's get into what was I about to get into first?
CPS or police. I don't care. Keep calling them. Call. Keep calling CPS or the police. I don't care. Keep calling them. Call. Keep calling CPS or the police. I don't care. Keep calling them. Call.
So, guys, Move right along. So let's get into China before we get into Tareen and all of it. Let's get into China first. So China, Chrisean Rock's big sister, oldest sister, came forward and corroborated a lot of things that were stated about Chrisean Jr. over here on our show. Okay, so China Malone comes forward and let's get into what she had to say. Let's do just that.
No, I don't need nobody to help me with my baby. So I said, okay, Chrisean. All right, I left it. Response to me was, no, I don't need nobody to help. Response to me was, no, I don't need nobody to help me with my baby. So I said, okay, Chrisean. All right, I left it alone.
China.
I left it alone. I did.
This is China.
One thing about me, I'm not going to chase nobody. And from what I've been seeing, it looked like he been doing better. You feel what I'm saying?
No, we don't.
I sat here and I got to thinking back, and I'm like, wait a minute, well, at the age of 2, the child should be talking and walking. Like CJ should be saying, words, like a lot of words at 2 years old. So, I mean, if Chrisean not doing right by him, I do feel as though that she do need to do right by him because that's her son. Like, if she is in denial, she do need to snap out of it. Because, like I said, she don't listen. Chrisean is hard-headed, y'all. For the people that don't know, Chrisean is very hard-headed. She do not listen. Like, I done told her, Chrisean, put him in therapy, get him therapists.
Thank you, Carolyn, for the super sticker.
Whatever the case may be, the best thing to do is do it now while he's young. Don't wait until he get old and it's too late. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like she don't listen. So only thing I can do is just sit back and stay out of it.
So she is confirming that Chrisean, I'm going to rewind a little bit. She is confirming that Chrisean is not doing what she's supposed to be doing, which is what the caller stated, the Family Insider. Shout out to her. We will be talking to her again. I hope she has time to speak. I'm going to be opening up the phone line soon after we're almost done with this content. We got this, Chastity, and then we're going to get into Tareen, and then I'm going to open up the phone lines. So if her own sister is coming forward, now this just happened. This ain't 2023. This ain't 2024. This is goddamn day. Yesterday. Cut it. So she is confirming. Shout out to my boo Coco. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I love you. Thank you, sweetheart. So right, justice, Regina. This is vindication. Yes, Lisa, I'm at Lisa Grill. Yes, look at Melinda. Melissa said yesterday. Thank you, girl. Girl, they got their nerve where they live. That's out. Okay. So yes, the goddamn day, correct. Because they be having a nerve. So she's agreeing. She's saying Chrisean's not doing what she needs to do. That that Chrisean Jr. has issues. That she needs to fix them early. She didn't. It's gonna be too late if you don't do it. All the same stuff. Oh, hold on. Let's listen to China. Y'all said China ain't no better.
Nobody. And from what I've been seeing, it looked like he been doing better. You feel what I'm saying?
Hold on. China Magna said, I'm sick of China. Why? Self-Magna? Why? I can see the chat. Y'all is not feeling. Look at Nikki. Nikki said China only has one child. Okay. Why y'all don't like China? Because I see y'all feeling some type of way. Look at Shanta. Shanta said, I can't stand China. I can't stand. Okay. She also said Junior should be talking too. Yes, she did. She absolutely did. Shanta said she's slow too. Mickey said because she foolish. Okay. Renee said all China 8 kids were CPS. Lord. Snooki said China wishy-washy. None of your says China weak and weird. Interesting. Millie says she flip-flops. Oh wow. She go with the wind, girl. Latoya said, yeah, flip-flops. Latoya's like, she do. China said they all slow. Lord. Addition says she dragged us first, then told the truth. Honey said she fake. Sean, she fake. Ramon said, Ramon said, "Oh,
incoming call."
Lord, hold on. This is my girl. This is my girl, y'all. This is my girl. This is the insider, y'all. She calling. Hi, boo.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You see Chyna, girl. Confirming all your tea.
Well, I think I'm catching a little cold myself, but
I know. You're telling me.
I was calling back in to give more information.
Yes, let's go.
Firstly, I would say that they gave me the name the Family Insider. The person that is anonymous is not a family member. Mm-hmm. I did get some information from CHASITY, but the real in-depth stuff, it came from someone who was friends or cool or was around Chrisean and around the baby. Okay, so do you remember when Chrisean stated that her
Who was talking about me like a dog yesterday, boo? Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Do you remember when Chrisean said her sister kidnapped her baby and held him for ransom?
Yes, Tareen.
Yes. So that was a lie. That was a huge lie. What happened was Tareen had called Chrisean and said, "Hey, someone made a CPS call on me, and Monday we have to go see the worker. You need to come down here." So when Chrisean heard that she was going to go to CPS, Chrisean came down there. She lied to the police and had some people break into her sister's house. That's why her sister was at the CPS.
Wait, Chrisean had who break into? Chrisean had who break into the house?
The police. They broke her window and everything. So, she went to that's when she was going off about Chrisean having an STD when she had the baby and all those things. She was at the CPS office then. And she was upset because she got her own kids and her grandbaby. Like, why don't you just come down here and talk to them? Like, you need to talk to them. But after, she did that, I think she's pretty much done with Chrisean. She told not everything, but she told most of, the stuff. Miss Shelley Brown, that's her name, was the CPS worker. So Chrisean lied about that. Because she knew that if she would have met with CPS, they would have taken Junior.
Yeah.
She showed a picture of a car seat yesterday in the car. You could tell that she had just opened, one of the fans had sent that. You can tell she had just put it out the box, put it in the cart. It was just sitting in there. It wasn't even strapped down. That's the wrong car seat for Junior. Junior cannot sit in the car seat because he has good days where he's folded up and he's stiff. He's probably in pain, where, he cries and he can't explain, what's wrong with him. Chrisean gets frustrated with him when he's like that. So when you see him in the playpen standing, leaning over, trying to hold himself up, Chrisean placed him like that.
Right.
The baby loves when people talk to him because people usually don't acknowledge him when they're around Chrisean. He just be in his stroller, standing, rocking back and forth, just, doing stuff to soothe himself. So when Chrisean put out that video signing the contract for boxing, her manager, her name is Kim, Chrisean Jr., CJ, he kept trying to get her attention. She had her nose turned up at her, and it made me mad because why are you doing it? And it got to the point where she looked at him, but she looked at him real nasty, and she touched him, and then she turned around. And I said something to her about it. She blocked me. Like, I don't understand why people treat this baby like that. And it makes me mad. Chrisean does that to him. He had his feet on the table, just putting his feet up and down, up and down. That was his way of playing because you never see Junior playing with a toy. You never see it. So she came to the gym. What was he doing in the playpen? He ain't had nothing to play with at all. So you just sit there and you let him lay there on his back and he has to play by himself. That girl's stupid as hell.
Right. Hold on one second though. Hold on. Because I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry. I want to break some of this down. Okay. So the information, y'all, I call her the family insider, not family, an insider, right? Someone that has inside tea on what's going on with the family. Okay. And also another family insider, not family member, besides Chastity. That's why Chastity was mentioned, because Chastity has stated, that certain things to certain people, including the woman we're speaking with on the phone right now, Be More. She's from the area, all that good stuff, boots on the ground. Is when she calls him. This is the one who kept calling this and like boots on the ground, She knows what's tea, right? So with her information that she's come forward with, certain things has happened, like Chyna coming forward, speaking on Chrisean. And then you have Chastity, which I was going to play a small video of Chastity stating that CPS just called upon her again, right? So one thing that she was explaining when she first called in, when I first got the call from her, was that the situation with Tareen was looking after Chrisean Jr. I showed y'all the viral video, and I can show y'all again when Tareen was at CPS, mad at Chrisean, because of Chrisean out talking about her kids and her grandchild, right? So before that happened, Chrisean called the police on Tareen and lied to the police and told the police that Tareen had kidnapped Chrisean Jr. and would not give him back. So that's what caused the police to break into Tareen's home and get Chrisean Jr. out of there and give Chrisean Jr. back to Chrisean. Now, the reason that was happening is because CPS was called on Chrisean Jr. So since Tareen had Chrisean Jr. in her care, all of the minors in her house now are now under investigation because the investigations go by household, pretty much like address. So any child that lives inside of there is now pretty much going to be under investigation too. So Tareen wanted to meet with the child protection worker because she didn't want nothing to happen to her kids or happen to her grandchild with having Chrisean Jr. in technically her custody, right? So then Tareen is telling Chrisean, like, no, Chrisean Jr. is going to stay here and you should come here too and meet the child support worker. Chrisean knew that child protection was not going to have a conversation with her because they had already took Junior before. So she knew child protection was going to come and take Junior. So in order for that not to happen, Chrisean allegedly called the police, which she did because Chrisean was outside live at Tareen's house with the police there and whatnot, saying that Tareen would not give the child back, okay, so that the police could get Chrisean Jr. out of the house before CPS got there. See? So then the police gave Chrisean Jr. by breaking into Tareen's house and getting Chrisean Jr. out of there, giving him to Chrisean, and Chrisean takes off with him. So that's what she was explaining, is that all of that was basically a hoax, what Chrisean did to Tareen, so that she can get Chrisean Jr. back because Chrisean was avoiding CPS. She did not want to deal with them. She did not want to do the meeting. She did not want to talk to them. She wanted to take her son and go. So that's what she did. She made a fraudulent complaint to the police about her child being kidnapped by her own sister. Okay, this is why Tareen to this day pretty much don't deal with Chrisean. Like it's very dicey between the two of them because of everything Chrisean started. Because technically Tareen still had to deal with CPS because of Chrisean. So that's why she was in the CPS department where she was in the office of CPS, mad at Chrisean, going in on Chrisean because she came over there and lied and had them take the baby out the house and whatnot, and now she's stuck over there with the CPS case. So that's what she was explaining in the beginning of the call for the people that didn't understand. When I told y'all that we were going to be getting into Tareen, that's what we were going to get into, is that because Tareen didn't want Chrisean Jr. to leave. She wanted him to stay there because Tareen, I don't have nothing to hide. just come meet the people, girl. Like just get it over with. Like it's girl, it ain't that big a deal. But Chrisean knew, like, yeah, it is a big deal. It actually is a big deal, and they're gonna take the baby. Like they're not just gonna have a conversation with me. They're gonna take my son. So give me my son. So that's where that whole situation came in and whatnot. So, but yeah, let's keep going. She also stated that Chrisean posted the picture of Chrisean Jr.'s car seat, that it's the wrong car seat. It's not the type of car seat that Chrisean Jr. should be in due to his diagnoses of, the cerebral palsy and, the neonatal and, whatnot. There is a lot of stiffness like in the bones and in the muscles that comes with those complications of having those syndromes. So she's stating that the car seat that she does have back there for him is not the kind of car seat a child like him with special needs and like how his bone structure, spinal cord, and all that set up. He does not need a car seat like that. It's still the wrong, spasticity, absolutely. It's still the wrong car seat, is what she is displaying. Okay. So I just to catch y'all up. So for a lot of people, that's kind of just like, oh, okay, well, what's going on? Because we just pretty much like picking up where we left off. Like her and I, because this is my girl. So we just pretty much picking up where we left off. So I want y'all to be in alignment with where we are, so you don't feel confused as we speak in the girl. So back to you. You want to keep going? I'm sorry, you were talking about Kim. You were saying how Kim, the manager, kind of looked at Chrisean Jr. in disgust in the viral kind of video that Chrisean put up about her signing the boxing contract.
Yes. And I said something to her about it because I really hate the way that Junior is treated and looked at. Like every vlog, every stream, anything that, she goes. I remember she was at what's his name, the little short guy. Anyway, she was on stream. She walked in and she was looking for a place to put that stroller so she could leave him in the room. And it made me so mad because why are you doing it? Like if you got a kid that with special needs, he's sick, you keep having him out. And the thing is, if anything happens to Junior, baby, you going to jail for neglect. You are going to jail for medical neglect. I also saw the picture, not the picture, but the video of you at Sean Malone's house talking about how you protect it. He can't protect you from everything, baby girl. He can't protect you from everything. And going back to Serene asked Chrisean for Junior's social security card so that she can take him to the doctor. The baby needs help. Chrisean got mad because she asked for his social security card. She got on live telling people that the girl wanted money. Even if she did, this girl been keeping your kid for months. Yeah. And you been acting like you working, but you ain't doing nothing but hoe hopping. Like, it just really makes me mad how she does this baby. And I don't like that. I'm sorry, my voice is going out. And, somebody was just like, well, she likes to dox people. She likes to find their information. She likes to threaten people. You better be careful. I better be nothing. I better be nothing. I'm an Army veteran, and I'm in a veteran state. And I got a whole bunch of me here. She come here trying anything, she gonna lay there. Right. She's not leaving here. And I promise you that. So she can do whatever she want to do. They can come. We're prepared. Either way, I'm working to get this baby help. Serene, in this situation, she wasn't wrong. Right. She wasn't wrong. All she tried to do was help the baby. Let's be clear. When Serene had the baby, oh, come on, Papa. When Serene had the baby, he's waking up from his nap.
Aww.
When Serene had the baby, he was well dressed. His hair was done. He was happy over there. Like if you look at him, at all the videos, when Serene had him, that baby was happy and he was learning new stuff. He was doing new stuff. You could tell that she took out the time that his mammy didn't take out with him. And I don't understand why she just want to take him to the doctor. You worried about what people think. People already don't like you. We don't like you.
Right.
So just go get the baby help.
Right, absolutely.
Get him help. And he's sitting up there. He be folded up most of the time when she was on that live. And she was just like, "Oh, he sleeps." She disturbed his sleep.
Chat, is this stupid bitch Lisa bothering y'all? Because she can go. Is she bothering y'all?
Stupid.
Because she can
We
go.
don't believe that. Like, I ain't gonna tell, the other stuff, but what I will say is, Chrisean, you running, but you can't hide. You showed the new car seat, but you didn't show your tag number. I know you drive a black BMW. The tag number is D650.
Oh, Lord.
And it's a California tag. It's California. You can be found anywhere, baby.
Oh, God.
Some people gonna get you. What Blueface say? I'm gonna get you.
Right.
Yes, they gonna get, because you can't run forever,
right.
Girl.
Stop running from CPS, boo. Like, yeah, because it's like, yeah. Absolutely. Ooh, now say it again. Tina said, say it again. No, when I say that my girl got the tea, my girl has the tea. And like she said, all you got to do is take the kid to the doctor. Everyone is worried about his health. If she was doing at least that, because that's bare minimum, taking to me. Like, that's not like you're doing the most because you're taking your kid back and forth to the doctor. Like, so that's what I don't get. But she's not doing that. If she was, I do feel like people should kind of like fall back, like let's kind of just see what happened. She is getting them in therapy. That she had a couple appointments and, blah, 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 and this and that, none of that's going on. So since that's not going on, you have people that are concerned, like myself, you, okay, that's Marsh friend. Oh, speaking of Marsh, we were speaking of on Marsh earlier and how, even with CHASITY, because CHASITY spoke on how when she had Junior, that she had to go steal clothes because one, she had no money. And Junior didn't really have any clothing items. We noticed that Marsh said the same thing when Chrisean was in jail and she had Chrisean Jr. And the only reason Marsh had Chrisean Jr. is because, as we saw outside of the courthouse, Carlissa and Jonathan were arguing over who was going to take the baby. Like, neither one of them seemed as if they wanted Chrisean Jr. And that's really when I got like upset with the family, the Malones, because I'm just like, okay, well, y'all see, like, can one of y'all like go get the kid? They clearly don't want him. So can one of y'all go and get the baby? And after that happened, that situation, it made me think about when Marsh had him. And her sister took Chrisean Jr. to the doctor because he kept throwing up. And I have the messages of that too. But yeah, he kept throwing up, and Marsh's sister was watching him at the time when it was happening, and she wasn't used to that, and she didn't know exactly what to do. So Marsh's sister took Chrisean Jr. to the hospital to get him checked up. And Marsh told Chrisean, when Chrisean had called from jail to check on Chrisean Jr., that her sister had taken him to the hospital. And that's when Chrisean had contacted her family and forced Marsh to give Chrisean Jr. to the family. Okay, because she took him to the doctor. And Chrisean was upset that Marsh allowed her sister to take Junior in. Sean, can you get Bino on here to interview? I mean, if Bino's interested, I'm absolutely for it. I really want to work with other content creators that have been talking about this situation. I would love to do that. But yeah, Bino wants to talk. I would talk to Bino. If he wants to have a conversation, I'm all for it. So with that being said, when people like us say that Chrisean Jr., the majority of his like clothing and all of that comes from the subscribers, we are telling the truth, because his wardrobe now is the people sending him clothes. Because every time Chrisean went to jail and whatnot, he had no clothes. But when anybody was looking after him, he didn't have any clothes. Crazy.
Oh, okay. And that's why I don't understand how some of them clothes she didn't want. How you gonna be broke and choosy? Dressed up, he's a baby. He's a baby. He don't even know who Spider-Man is. He don't know how to play with toys because she. Oh my goodness, it's gonna make me mad. saw a picture she posted yesterday. She posted, I guess, his shirt because his head was cut out and the shirt was soaked because it looked like he
Oh
was
no,
in trouble.
I have a
Why would
screen.
you need that
I
so
have a screenshot of exactly what you're talking about. I said the same thing. I said, why is the poor baby shirt just soaked? I was like, oh my word. I saw that. I saw that. Hold on, let me see if I can
he's
pull that
already
up.
sick and you are letting him, I was going to say run around, but you letting him sit there in the weird shirt. You are a mother. You always put extra clothes in the bed because kids mess up stuff. And because he's 2 and he's still slobbering, actually there's a surgery for that, but I don't understand why she don't want him to go to the doctor. Like, what are you scared of? Are you scared that they're gonna know that you be hitting him? Are you scared that when they get him, they'll check the liver and his liver would have previous injuries on? Like, that's the only thing I can come up with as to why she's afraid to take him because it's nothing to take this kid to the doctor. His teeth are rotten. I'm the one that did that screenshot of his teeth that's going around. I saw his teeth when she was signing the contract at the boxing gym, and they were rotten, and it hurt my feelings because my baby he went to the dentist at 6 months just to check his gums. He goes again when he turns 1 in April.
Yeah.
He got 2 little teeth now, you know? So you ain't taking him to the dentist. You ain't taking him to the doctor. She lied at the airport talking about, my nigga already in therapy. I got this. I know what I'm doing. She sat there and she lied to people. Then she turns around, nothing wrong with him. So if you are taking him to therapy, there's something wrong.
Right.
She never took him to therapy. And her slow, I don't even want to say the word, but her slow poke fans believe everything she says because half of them female dogs, they have had CPS cases themselves. And all she do, with her fans, Blue called it out perfectly. He said her fans are big black and toxic bottom feeders. He was right about that, 100%. And then the older women that support her, they just bulldaggers. Like she don't even like them. She don't like her fans at all. And I was gonna say stop sending her stuff, but Junior needs it. If the fans don't buy it, he won't have it.
I agree.
And it hurts my feelings.
Yeah, he needs it. And people are asking in the chat what's wrong with his teeth. Junior, he's about to be 3, and he still drinks a bottle, right? So there's all type of damage that happens to. This is why most children, once they get teeth, they don't have bottles no more, right? So when the kid's around like 1.5, and it's not easy to take a bottle away from a child, with sleeping and stuff at night and whatnot. But this is when sippy cups and all of that comes into fruition because usually the kid is eating table food. And whatnot by that time, so their bodies get full off of the food that they eat, so they don't necessarily like need a bottle or anything like that no more. And usually after 1 or around 1, most parents are just putting like milk inside of the bottle at that point because they are eating if they haven't fully gotten them off the bottle yet. The table food is what keeps their tummies full overnight, right? So with Chrisean Jr., from what we gathered, we have not seen him successfully eat. We have never seen him eating a chicken nugget or a chicken tender or some French fries. Or as far as we're concerned, he has to be spoon fed. He can't eat on his own. I've never seen him eating anything besides something she's trying to kind of like force in his mouth, and he ends up spitting it out. That's another reason why I don't feel like he was taking that medicine. I feel like he was choking in the car because she was kind of like forcing it down his throat. Because I do think that Junior has issues
There was no
swallowing.
medicine in that tube.
Huh?
There wasn't no medicine in that tube. That tube was empty. That was a shadow. That was a shadow. I slowed it down and I screenshotted it. That was a shadow. When she gave him the so-called
medicine.
Thank
you, Shamir, for the super sticker, sweetheart. Thank you.
When she was giving it to him, but she unmuted when he started coughing it up. She stuck an empty syringe down that baby's throat to make him throw up.
Well,
He did that because wasn't nothing in that tube.
Well, because I didn't see her. Well, none of us seen her give him any medicine, so we can't say fully that she gave him medicine. We can't say that. So at times when we've seen videos, and because I've even thought like, okay, well maybe she's giving him too much medicine, but then I thought about it and like, okay, well he doesn't swallow. I do feel like she tried to put something in his mouth, but I feel like he spit it out because he anytime we've seen him again on camera eating or her trying to feed him or anything, he never swallows it. He always spits it out, right? So I'm thinking back on it and I'm like, okay, well, was Junior like not sedated when we were looking back at the video of her and him in on the air mattress? Because that's kind of what it looks like to me as well. But when Junior was super sick, was it just because he was just like extremely exhausted from like being sick to where it looked like he was like overly medicated when he really wasn't? Maybe he was just like his poor body was just like beat down from what his body is going through. It could have been him just being like just super sick, you know, because sometimes when we're super sick we are kind of just like comatose, we just you know, like kind of like dead weight when we are like really sick like that. So but I can't like specifically say she gave him medicine for sure. Like I wish I could say that, but I can't. She could have put it in his bottle. She could have. I mean, well, unfortunately, she did it all off camera, so we can't say exactly what happened. I mean, we can assume, but because I mean, it doesn't give any help, because he's still kind of sick. You know, it does look like he's getting a little bit better, because she is like standing him up, propping him up a little bit more, and he's, you know, standing longer. So it does get that. But you and I were talking earlier, and we were saying how he's always scratching. And just like we haven't seen her brush his teeth, which is very important, if he's on a bottle especially, his teeth should definitely be being brushed because there's so many different things that can happen to a child's mouth from a bottle. That's why they're only on it for a limited time. Because some people say like bed sores, and then some people think it's diaper rash. What if it's simply just because she's not bathing him? I've never seen Chrisean Jr. hair wet. Ever. I've never seen Chrisean Jr. and Chrisean be like, oh, just get Papa a bath. You know, when I just get Papa a bath. Have y'all? Because
Carlissa said that it's worm. Carlissa said pinworm. She went in her story and she was just like, if someone's itching down there, it's probably pinworms. That's what that lady said. She didn't say Junior's name, but we all knew who she was talking about.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so when Carlissa she was talking about Junior when she was saying that he had pinworms.
Yeah, she didn't say his name, but at the time, everybody was talking about how he be itching every time he's on camera. He's always scratching back there. And she said something about sometime when, you know, people scratch back there, it might be pinworm. That's what that lady said in her story.
Wow. I mean, that's possible.
I don't know how pinworms work. Like, oh, if he do, he's just a baby. But I don't know how to convince Chrisean to take the baby. Like, it puzzles me. Like, I'm still puzzled as to why she's so against getting her baby help. You know what's wrong with him already. If you know the Bible, your pastor should be telling you this. If you know the Bible, you know that the Bible states faith without work is dead. Yeah. You gotta work with the baby for God to move, because you're not doing nothing but sitting in places. He ain't getting no therapy, no nothing. And the fact that, also the person told me that the videos and stuff that she posted Junior say it is heavily, and when I say heavily, she said it was heavily filtered. She said Chrisean will never post Junior without that filter. She said he looks bad. It's bad.
No,
it's real bad.
I agree, because that's why she took that picture down on Instagram of him laying in the bed with the shoes on and like the yellowish brownish hat that he had on and whatnot, because it was heavily edited. It was too edited. Like everybody knew, and I still have the picture. Everybody knew. It's like, girl, that's not him. And it also kind of puts weight on him too. So yeah, I would 100% agree. If CPS is in my chat, call in.
Yeah,
Start there. And then again, CPS, you're in the wrong chat.
I'm sorry, my voice
You need to
going
be in
out.
Chrisean chat.
One of the
What would they
fans,
be over here for?
boxes, and the
What would
fan
they be
had
over here
sent her a
for?
beanie. She turned her nose up and said that Junior
You're
don't
in the
like
wrong
beanies,
chat. He not here.
and she threw it. But if you go through
He
her
not over
page,
here.
Junior always got something on his head. Like, what are you talking about? He don't have the strength to pull no hat or hood on his head. He had a hood on his head for 4 hours
Right.
when you were at Ryan's house. A hood on that baby's head for 4. Are you stupid? Why would you do that? I don't understand her. Then it pisses me off so bad. And then she got her fans messing with Chastity. Leave her alone. All she wanted to do was help. Now she at the point where I don't want to help no more. I want to take care of my own baby. But y'all over there playing, calling the CPS on her. Stop doing it.
Right.
The one you need to be calling CPS on, you ain't calling CPS on. Like, it irritates me so much. Leave that girl alone. Leave Serene alone. They ain't did nothing but try to help. So y'all slow God, because at this point, Chrisean running the coat. It's the church and online. Everything she do.
Right.
Y'all running, giving her these, giving her that.
CPS
like y'all
would
really
never come in here and actively
like
ask for us
like
to publicly give somebody's
Most of that
information.
stuff she's throwing away.
They would
she
never
told
do that.
y'all, my baby wears Zara
They would never do
and
that.
Jordan. Well,
That's a troll.
I ain't gonna say that.
CPS can reach out to me personally if they
But
want her plate number.
you go to Zara
They
and
would
buy
never
his
actually know.
clothes.
Can you publicly write?
What's the hardest part?
Are you okay?
You're supposed to be a millionaire. You got all this money from being on Zoom.
Right.
So get the baby, get your own baby stuff. Get him off the air mattress. She lost the scissors on the air mattress. Like, she had a manic episode or something. She was laying down and she just got up and threw a box. She laid back down and she jumped up and was like, where the scissors at? She was so scared that the scissors was in the broken hole in that mattress. Like, she's stupid. And she goes live to try to prove a point, and Junior embarrassed her every time. Like, she was just like, oh, he's getting better. As soon as she said that, he started coughing.
Yeah.
Like, he really be embarrassing her.
Yeah. Absolutely. Not only do I think that he embarrasses her, like we were saying, like, I really don't think like Chrisean likes Junior. I think that in my opinion, I believe that Chrisean does love him because that's kind of like what you're supposed to do. When you're a parent, like, this is your kid, so you're supposed, everybody, life teaches you to love your kid, love your family. So I feel like it's kind of like that. But like overall, I think that Junior is a burden. I do. I think that she's annoyed that she can't wear him like a purse anymore. I feel like she could do that with Blueface. Like while she was doing all that with Blueface, he was like, her going around talking about, oh, my baby, the $1 million baby, all of that. But then after the truth came out that is no possibility of Blueface being the father of Chrisean Jr., it's like his value really went down. Like, the price really went down when that happened, because while everybody thought or was assuming that was Blueface's child, since the stock was up in his name, because again, that was her. Oh, I got the $1 million baby. Everybody's talking about my baby. My baby got all the clout. So now that he's no longer like a Birkin to her, he went from a Birkin to a Faded Glory bag from Walmart. Now all of a sudden, her true feelings kind of like show. Because again, the world is watching, right? You just opened up all of these toys for Junior, and you tell your audience that you're going to donate the majority of those toys and whatnot to nonprofit organizations around Baltimore, because there are children that could use that more than Junior, because Junior basically has doubles. People are sending repeat gifts, right? But then she cut to her taking Junior to the gym with her, puts him in the playpen, 0 toys. Not a toy in sight. But you just told your audience how many toys he got. You just told your audience that you're going to donate stuff because he has too many of these already. But then you take him to the gym and it's not one toy in sight. I feel that Chrisean gets rid of those toys and stuff on purpose. Now, some people have said that Chrisean is selling the stuff that people are sending her for Junior. I don't have any proof of that. But I do think that she does get rid of it. She don't take it with her. She don't, because when she's traveling around, again, Junior ain't no playpen or none of that stuff. To me, this is all temporary. How she's treating him is a temporary treatment to try to, I mean, because she's dumb, but she does have some type of, sense when it comes to social media. So she sees that people are bothered and concerned about certain things. So she'll do little tidbits to try to make people feel like their minds can be at ease. Is how I feel. I feel that I'm going to show a car seat because they're saying he don't have a car seat. I'm going to show him in a playpen, but he ain't got no toys. I'm going to show him standing up, although he don't do it on his own. Like I feel like she's just trying to show fake milestones, like him standing, etc. And also putting him in playpens and car seats and all of that stuff. To me, it's not real. I don't feel that I would hope that she has every plan on using the car seat, using the playpens and stuff. I guess, whatever. Report harder. Apparently your report ain't working, sweetie, because we're still here. So, hi, like and subscribe. So, yeah, because we're gonna be here later on today. We're gonna be here tomorrow. We're gonna be here. Yay! So, yeah, I was really interrupted by a 600-pound lifer. Yeah, I feel like it's not permanent. I just don't feel that way. I think that this is more so temporary. I would hope that this is a permanent thing. I really do hope that she gets her act together, which I don't believe for a millisecond. That she would get her life together and truly put her child first. I feel that it's hard to put a child first. Chrisean, in my opinion, this is my opinion. Chrisean speaks of having other children. If you pay attention to when Chrisean speaks about having other children, she speaks as if she's not planning on Junior being here.
Yep.
The reason I state that, because she doesn't say, oh, like most parents, I can't wait to have another kid so that Junior can be a big brother. Or I can't wait to have another kid so Junior can have somebody to play with. She never frames him when she talks about having more kids. I swear. And I'm not saying that she's planning to do something to him or anything like that. No, I'm just saying when she does say it, she says it as if Junior won't exist because she never involves him in the conversation. Because that's the first thing that I'm going to think if I want to have more kids. Like if I want to have more kids now, I'd be like, oh, I wonder how my kids would feel if I had another kid, now that they're all teenagers, all the, like they're going to come into mind. Like I'm not going to think about having a kid and my children that already exist don't come up to where I'm leaving them out of the conversation. With Chrisean, she does tend to do that. She does tend to leave Junior out of the conversation when she goes to say that she's going to have more kid, like it's going to be like a replacement kid or something. Like my next kid is going to be normal. That's what I get. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. I'm not saying that that's like fact, or anything like that. No, but it does give that. She never includes Junior in the more children conversation. It's always just her speaking of wanting more children in her existence that aren't like Junior. I feel like she feels like Junior is the bad egg, right? A do-over, if you will, but I don't think she's planning on doing a do-over with Junior. Junior, with his doc's paperwork, needs palliative care. What people don't realize about palliative care, it is a life prolonger, okay? People with cerebral palsy have passed. Not everyone has made it. People with spasticity and with FAS, and a lot of them have not survived. This is why early prevention is mandatory. This is why. Okay? With palliative care, it will help him be on earth longer. Meaning that if these certain things aren't being done, it could shorten his life. It could shorten his lifespan, but he could live a long, healthy life if certain things are being done. If they're not, then that can be cut short. due to all of the issues that are going on, especially internally, that are not being dealt with. Chrisean Jr. does not technically have a genital area, okay? But he was supposed to be taken in to get that taken care of. Why would I think that you're a parent that is planning on your child living when there are so many things in his life that could prevent him from being here? Aspirating, trouble breathing, seizures. He has seizure disorder. I'm not giving him seizure disorder. That's what the doc's his HIPAA rights being violated. That's what the paperwork says. Spasticity. Like, he needs palliative care. That's very important. It's important. It really is. That can help him live longer. And I don't feel that a parent that's not taking care of these things is planning on their child living long. I just don't feel that way. I don't. Okay? That's just my opinion. I don't feel that she has a plan on him being, I don't, honestly. It hurts and pains me to say this, but if God forbid, God forbid, something happened to Junior, I feel like Chrisean would be okay with it. I do.
She gonna go to jail.
Yeah, she definitely would. But I mean, I feel that she would be
they
at
gonna
peace.
get her.
I do. I feel like she would be at peace. I think she'd act to the world like she's distraught. But like deep down inside, it's kind of like a burden being lifted. It's kind of like having to pay rent and you don't have a way of paying it, and then all of a sudden something comes through in a clutch and you're able to pay it. So it's kind of like the sigh of relief. Being relieved is how I think that she would truly feel, because Chrisean Jr. is becoming more of a burden than clout, at this point, And I don't think she wants, because again, she's a narcissist. So she's not going to want to allow anybody to have her kid. That's why she keeps them so close, because of child protection, her avoiding them, and because I don't feel like she wants him to have help. I don't. Well, her saying that God has the final say and things like that, that's what you say to somebody that's terminal, in my opinion. You're not saying that about someone that is a child, someone that is going to live a long, long life. God has the last say? Are you okay? So it's like you're completely fine. Like if they put him on hospice care right now, you're fine with unplugging the plug, all of that, because God got the final say.
Yep.
Crazy work.
And the only reason that she doing gospel is because her secular music, it didn't work out for her. Chrisean does not have talent. She doesn't at all. The girl can't sing, she can't rap, and we hate her voice. Like, it's unbearable. Like, we hate her voice.
She does have a bad voice.
When she was opening those gifts, and she got to that, I don't know if it was orange or brown, I can't remember, but she got to that jacket that he had on in the second video, standing with the boots on. When she opened it, she said, "Oh, he's not supposed to get that big." And then she say, "Mama the silent." Who the hell says that? Baby that's here. We said after dead people. Like, girl, what are you talking about?
Yes, exactly. When Chrisean was opening up those clothes, and one of the, I can show y'all that video too. When the outfits were a little bigger, because she used to put them on 9-month, 10-month outfits here. The outfit was a little bigger. She was like, "Oh, he's not supposed to get this big. He's gonna get this big." It's like, are you not planning on him making it this far? Or what?
Yep.
Because that's what it was given. Literally. She was like, "Oh, he's not going to get this big." What you mean? what you mean? He ain't going to get this big, girl? OMG. Y'all said show y'all the video. Okay. I'm just letting you talk. Go ahead. Expound upon that.
My brother, when he was little, he was very, very bow-legged. My mama took him to the doctor for that because his legs, it was bad. They broke them and put casts on him, but she did it early. He's fine now. He walks fine now. Early intervention matters. And then he's now to the age where he can remember pain. I feel like if he were to have a type of surgery and she has him, she'll let him be in pain. I just feel that. I don't want her to take him to the doctor. Let somebody else take him to the doctor and deal with him. But my question to Chrisean is, why are you so against taking or letting someone take Chrisean Jr. to the doctor? Like, what? Why are you so against that? That's what I want to know. And the thing is, if everything was lies, we know that she'll come out and say, "Oh, I'm tired of y'all lying on me. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." She just ignoring it. Baby, it's not gonna go away.
Right.
It ain't gonna go away. We talking about a baby. If people say, "Oh, he's not a baby, he's a toddler," right now he's a baby. He's a forever baby if she don't do what she's supposed to do. Chrisean can't walk. She got on live. My baby can walk. My baby can talk. My baby can do blah 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 blah. She lied to her fans. I ain't gotta prove nothing to y'all.
Right.
Only for later we see him. We already knew he couldn't walk. Her fans believe that. It's just weird. Her little cult following, like, I don't know, because like I said, I got other stuff. I'ma hold it because I don't want the dishwasher to know what I'm doing with my dishes. She won't get ahead of me. So you got that new car seat, baby? Get you a new car.
Right.
Get you a new tag because I'm on it. I'm on it. I got people on it. We're not playing because we're talking about a baby here. Somebody that can't defend himself. Somebody that can't talk. Somebody that needs help. And you ain't doing it, mama. And when every time she says something about having another kid, I always say, why? They need to neuter you. You don't need no more kids. They need to just give you a hysterectomy and take everything out because you don't need it. You run around with these pastors. First of all, she bought a Bible and didn't know how to read it, dummy. Secondly, she at this church. She doing all this fake stuff. She got people following her. She thinks she doing something. Your pastor should have told you how God works. When David did some effed up stuff, when he had a baby, his baby was born with special needs. But he asked God for forgiveness. God didn't want him to live with a baby that had special needs, so he took the baby. And he told him, you will have another baby, and the baby going to be called Solomon. That's where King Solomon comes from. That girl ain't in the Bible. This is all a front.
Right.
And her preacher sitting up there, I promise you, I pray, if y'all go to his church and y'all listening to him, y'all need to leave. Because he fakes. He do some blasphemous stuff in that church. He got that girl playing in the pulpit only because it brings the church attention. It ain't the attention that you want. Dr. whatever his name is.
Hammond? You talking about Hammond?
It ain't the attention that you want. Huh?
You talking about Hammond, the pastor at the church right now?
Mm-hmm. I just want Chrisean to get Junior to a doctor. Get him help. I know you didn't plan on him living this long. He's gonna live a long time too,
Right.
because he's a fighter. He's strong. After everything that Junior has been through, he still tries and he smiles. He smiles through it all. That should hurt you. That should hurt you real bad because of the things that you've done to him, the things that you have allowed him to go through, the way you handle him. He was in a car seat. His legs were folded, kind of like a pretzel. They were at a hair salon or beauty. I don't know. They was at something with I'm sorry. They were at something with wigs and hair. She jerked him in that seat. I don't think she knew that, the camera was pointed at her. She jerked that baby in that seat, gave him his bottle, and she walked off. Marsh was there.
Wow.
And I'm glad that Marsh ain't her friend no more. I'm glad they not talking no more.
Oh, they're not friends? Again?
Huh?
They're not friends again?
Yeah, they're not talking.
Wow. But Marsh is so fake, though. Like,
Chrisean fall out with everybody. Miss Nikki, baby, unfollow her. I don't know if this part is true. I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't know about this part. This was something that I read somewhere. Nobody tell me this. Chrisean was at Nikki Baby house. CPS showed up at Nikki Baby house. Nikki Baby saying, I can't, be dealing with it. So they're not friends no more, but that's alleged because, like I said, nobody told me that. I read it. I don't have no proof of that, but everything else, I got proof of. CHASITY has some videos and pictures that she has sent to somebody else. I'm working to get those. I won't put them on the internet. Because Junior is still a human. At the end of the day, I don't want him to be embarrassed, even though I know at this moment he don't understand what that is. But when he does get taken from her, whoever gets him, once they take him, to all these therapies and stuff, he can live a somewhat normal life. He can drive, he can do all that stuff, but she's waiting too late. She's waiting too late. And while Alexis Scott and all them be liking her stuff, as a parent and what you going through and what you went through, how the hell you supporting her? Please let me know how you supporting her. Because that girl ain't helping this kid. Like, she's not helping him, but when I, get a hold of the pictures and videos, Sean, I'm going to send it to you. And we're not going to put it on because, I do want to protect Julian. And, if it's bad as people telling me, yeah, we just not going to put that out there. I mean, we could talk about it, but I don't want, to put that out there because at the end of the day, he's still a human. And like I said earlier, y'all leave Serene and CHASITY alone, please. CHASITY just want to take care of her kid. And the only reason her son was taken was because her mom left a drug out and he used it. They took her child for that. She was never a deadbeat mama. Never a deadbeat mama. CHASITY takes the fall for everybody in the family. I can say that. She takes the fall for everybody in the family. I found it.
Took me a minute.
She loves her family. She does. And, she just keep getting hurt in the end, and I hate that.
Yeah, and CHASITY has been, they just recently called CPS on her again. So, and we're going to get into that too.
Yep.
Yeah, poor thing. Well, thank you so much for calling, sweetie. I'm going to open up phone lines for the other callers to call in. But this will not be our last call. I'm going to reach out to you later on today because I have some other questions and stuff for you. And I just appreciate all of your support, all of your help, everything that you've been trying to do for Junior, helping him. I just really appreciate you. So thank you so much for being here for Junior because a lot of people won't do, because this isn't easy. It's not easy to go do something that's right when people are going to feel sorry for both parties. People are going to feel sorry for Junior, and there's always going to be people that's going to feel sorry for Chrisean. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't need to still be dealt with. You can only ignore something for so long. The elephant is only going to be in the room for so long before you have to call out that there is a big ass elephant in the room. And you have done that. Unlike the crustaceans, you called out the elephant in the room, and that's never the popular thing to do. It's easier to just be like these other enablers and just act like, oh, it's not our business. It's not our problem. Oh, well, that's her kid, but it takes a village. And only a good parent will realize something like that. Ones that can relate to what she's going through or can relate to a whole bunch of CPS calls because they have been a negligent parent, they're just simply not going to get it. Those are going to be the ones that jump in the chat and come for us or in DMs and try to make it look like we're such horrible people. And all of that. So I just appreciate everything. Thanks for sharing the petition and signing the petition. I just appreciate you so much. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh my God, I love her. Okay, so here's the clip of us talking about her not being able to believe that she's going to get bigger. All of this, she's just so fake. But listen to her. She's shocked. Like, oh, he ain't supposed to get this big. Like, what y'all talking about?
Please, this is so, this gonna make me cry. He's gonna get bigger. When Jesus becomes, it's gonna make me. You can work hard without panic. Oh, you can do excellence without pride. Whoa. That's the kind of friends. Okay, what is it? Oh, she got him a real coat. He's got this big yet. When he gets big like this, he'll be crying. For sure, he's supposed to grow this big old man.
She said he's not supposed to grow this big. And this is the same coat he been having on. Again, the supporters bought Chrisean this coat. She said he's not supposed to get this big. I'll rewind it. She said he's not supposed to get this big.
Big like this and be crying. For sure, he's supposed to grow this big old man.
He's not supposed to grow this big.
What is it? Oh, she got him a real coat. He's got this big yet. When he gets big like this, he'll be crying. For sure, he's supposed to grow this big old man.
But seek first the kingdom of God.
Let's take a moment of silence.
And all these things shall be added to you.
So,
a moment of silence. Right there. What about the point of moment of silence? Right there. A moment in silence. Again, she called her, she's not lying. I said, yeah, I saw that. We played the code. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I saw that. A lot of people went over their head. But she said you're not supposed to get this big. A moment of silence. Take it how you want it. I mean, you can take it as like an innocent moment, or you can take it as she said that her son is supposed to import religious loan. A moment of silence for him, because he ain't got too much longer. I'll play it again.
this gonna make me cry. He's gonna get bigger.
When Jesus becomes,
It's gonna make me.
you can work hard without panic.
Oh,
You can do excellence without pride.
whoa.
Plan your future.
Okay, what is it?
Let love be your fuel.
Oh, she got him a real
Let
coat.
obedience be your direction.
He's got this big yet. When he gets big like this, he'll be crying. For sure, he's supposed to grow this big old man.
33. But seek first the kingdom of God.
Let's take a moment of silence.
And all these things shall be added to you.
That's all I got to say.
When you put God first,
That's crazy.
He teaches you what.
The phone number is 404-954-2043. I'm going to play Chastity stating that CPS will just call to her house again. Okay, let's get into Chastity. Take a couple calls, and then we're going to end this live. All right. Hold on 1 second. This is Chastity.
To see me be a great mom to my daughter. And you're so mad. So we have people calling CPS on me. Or even you, whoever. There got to be some sick ass people to really want me to go through more shit with CPS with another kid. Y'all is that angry and evil. I'm just being a mom to my daughter and my son that I do have. And y'all so mad. You got to be sick. You think God is going to allow that to prosper? Case closed, dummy.
I do believe that that's who she's talking to. I do believe she's talking to Chrisean. Chrisean's fans have been calling CPS on Chastity because of the anonymous caller coming over here giving us real information. And I don't know if it's just the crustaceans or if it was, Chrisean herself, or if they try to do it for Chrisean, or I don't know. Chastity has a home. Chrisean is right. So yeah, who do y'all think it was? Do y'all think it was Chrisean? Do y'all think it was Chrisean's people trying to defend Chrisean? I would love to hear your thoughts. Maz, if y'all can drop the number is 404-954-2043. Again, that number is 404-954-2043. Absolutely. We'll take a couple calls. We'll take a couple calls. Sorry, it was on Do Not Disturb. I just took it off. I'm sorry.
Incoming call.
All righty. Look, y'all couldn't wait. Oh, it hung up. That wasn't me. That was you. I answered. I promise. Calls really good.
Incoming call.
Incoming. Okay. What is happening? Okay,
incoming call.
I'm sorry. What is happening? Hello, caller. You are live on the air with Sean Deviway.
Hey, it's me again. I wanted to touch on. I'm going to be quick, but a lot of what the caller, your the lady, I don't know the insider.
Okay.
A lot of what she said was the truth. They have this page of Junior, and you can tell when he was a baby. Chrisean did something. She made him cry. Like pinched him, or she did something because he was fine, and then all of a sudden he just starts crying. And then another thing is, the whole beach incident. But here's the thing. Chrisean, you want to quote scripture, but the power of life and death is in the tongue. Okay? I need you to know that. And then on top of that, because you signed up for boxing, what is it gain? What is it gain to lose your life for fame?
Right.
Why you trying to take Why you trying to take God's gift He gave to you? That's your fault. You did what you did with His gift that He gave to you. And if you think He's going to do it and do it and do it again because you want several more children, I can promise you that he's going to take you through another, because he's not going to keep filling out children to a person that is, we ain't got to see everything, but God sees all, right. Okay? Absolutely. At the end of the day. And I was going to touch on the Tareen thing when it was her and Bino that came to Tareen's house, and she said, yeah, they came 13 cars deep because it was Chrisean Rock, Right. Okay. I love that for you, that you have that esteem inside of you, but I doubt it. You had to you said she was holding your child for ransom. That's what you said to the officers. She did. Okay. She did. So that's what you said to us. Mm-hmm. Another thing. I should have had it all written down, but another thing is, okay, we're gonna go back to the box gifting. It's a shame that you put those things on Junior that wasn't Kari or Car or whatever the name is, Zara or whatever the name is. It's a shame that you put that on and you went and spent $1,900 at Target, so you say. Yeah. Okay. What did Junior get out of it? Nothing. He didn't receive anything but hurt, harm, and danger, like he has been for all his life. That's your fault. Blueface said that you slept with 10 people. Oh, Lord. And allegedly Offset being one that we know. Period. And not only that, you try to get rid of the real father, because why didn't you take Blueface to court for blood test? Yeah, true. Why didn't you? Yeah. I mean, that only makes sense. He's the father, so you say so. Why didn't you? Right. Absolutely. Because you thought you was going to be in this powerful of money, that's why your soul is so gone. And you're doing, you try to put on front in front of these people, okay? These channels that ride and die for you, you know what I mean? You don't want to hear the truth. That's why you got your people over here. If not you, okay? You got your people over here trying to be a distraction, but we're our way ahead of you, okay?
Right.
At the end of that, we're ahead of the game.
Absolutely.
Like John said, he does things offline. Everything ain't gotta be online for you to see. What fool would do that?
Right. Yes. But we're gonna take some other calls. Thank you so much for calling in, sweetheart.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Y'all in this chat,
Call
Lord.
from Carol.
Lord. Hi, Carly. You're live on the air with Sean David Way. Thanks for calling in.
Hi,
Hi.
this is Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Hello?
Hi. You're on the floor. You have the
Hi,
floor,
can
sweetie.
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Okay, I just want to be really, really brief.
Mhm.
I don't even need to actually be on the line. I just wanted to share with Sean that tension that we're all feeling regarding Chrisean Jr. and that being on edge, thinking that something may happen to him, is because we all sense and know that this is not just a special needs child. This is a child who's also medically fragile in a number of ways. The hernia, the not being able to swallow. So I just wanted to say that out loud so that people could have words to put to that feeling of tension that we're all feeling.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And you are absolutely right
that
by
was it,
that.
Sean.
Yeah. You are absolutely right.
Anyway, I just wanted to say that.
Because I feel like we all feel like if something isn't done, we will all feel like, my God, we tried to stop this tragedy. Right?
Yes.
So that was all I wanted to say. So
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for calling in. You're so sweet. And I agree with you wholeheartedly. Thank you so much, Carol.
Thank you. Love you so much.
Oh.
Keep doing the work.
Thank
God
you.
is blessing you tremendously.
Oh,
Thanks,
I
Sean.
will. Thank you, sweetie.
Okay.
Oh, she's so sweet. I liked her. She got right to the point. And then that's the thing she's saying too. What we feel is uneasy because if something happens to Chrisean Jr., I'm sorry, I don't know why that keeps happening. Call right back. I'll answer. If something happens to him, I feel like we're all gonna feel like we were, negligent in things that we didn't have to be negligent about. It's like we see somebody truly in harm's way, and we all want to do something about it. Like we just allowing it to just happen on its own, it's not happening. So it's like somebody needs to step in. Hi, thanks for calling the Sean David Way Show. You're live on the air.
Hey, Sean.
Hi.
Hey, everybody. So I heard you say earlier, like you wanted to talk to other creators too. So mind you, I'm on TikTok, and baby, them crustaceans, I can only imagine what you're going through, baby. Because they be going in.
Oh, do they? Oh, you on TikTok? What they be doing over there to you, girl?
Oh, baby, when I tell you, I'm used to it.
Mm-hmm.
I got a pretty decent a nice size 5, so I'm used to it. But I know they at your head.
Yes. Yes. They're on my row.
I want to just come up here, y'all. I appreciate you. You are really doing a Lord's work. When I tell you, the old women is what be shocking me. I had to read somebody for filth the other day. I had to make her own post.
Oh,
because
wow.
them older women that's condoning Chrisean, I'm like, that's why the young girls don't know nothing.
Yeah.
If they follow women like you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It'd be bad, baby.
What is your TikTok handle and all that? Where can people go follow you and watch you on TikTok?
Oh, I'm at Let's Slay Your Way by V.
Okay. Let's Slay Your Way by V, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And tell them if they won't come to my page and wrestle, come right on along, baby. I'll give them a first class seat on my Octobus because I don't mind blocking.
Well, I'm gonna have to come over there on TikTok, and you gonna have to, we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to have a convo.
Oh, baby, we love you over there, baby.
Oh, I see, and I love y'all back. I love y'all back. I love y'all back, and I would love to have a conversation with y'all. I want to bring y'all over here too. I want to bring some TikTokers over here to YouTube as well. And I want to have a big panel in the next week or so I'm trying to get that together with a bunch of content creators that have been in the sector fighting for Chrisean Jr. and his health and, all of that. I would love to get together with some creators. So I'm going to be reaching out, and I appreciate you for reaching out to me because I would love to add you on that list if you're interested.
Oh, I am definitely interested, but I want people to hear this right quick, and then I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
When I speak about the Chrisean and Junior and the whole Blueface circus, I really be trying to reach the younger women who really think that drinking and smoking is okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like people be like, well, y'all all on Chrisean, y'all all on Chrisean. No, it's not about Chrisean. It's about Junior, and it's about a whole bunch of other young women that are on social media that idolize these type of people and their lifestyle, and they don't think that nothing can happen to them or their children.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I'm a big advocate for that. Like, our young girls, we gotta do better. Like, don't look at these Chriseans, and I like he came, but he came too, she and that number, all of that drinking and smoking and foolery when you're pregnant, that shit can ruin your life as well as your baby life.
Right. Absolutely. You are right. 100%.
Yeah, but hit me up. Just if you want, just go to my page on TikTok and DM me, or I'll go to your stuff and see what your handles is, like your email and stuff like that, just to kind of keep me on your radar. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I would appreciate that. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
All right. Bye, y'all. Bye. Y'all have a good one. I'm still tuning in.
Okay, bye, sweetie. Well, I love her accent. Oh, I love. Hi, caller. You're live with Sean on the Sean Everywhere Show. Hi.
Hey, Sean.
Hi.
This is Melissa. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, sweetie?
Good. Are we live?
Yes.
I'm watching your show.
We live.
Okay. Well, what I was calling for regarding Chrisean's baby, I've been seeing him. I just want to say that I have a disabled child. I have been taking her to Atlanta, to Eggleston, all of those children's hospitals for 22 years.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter was diagnosed with traumatic brain injury. She has cerebral palsy. She has a history of seizures. And she had also had a history of aspirating.
Yeah.
And so, looking at these videos of Chrisean and seeing him when he was aspirating, all that phlegm and stuff is actually was going into his lungs. And he desperately needs a feeding tube. That's how my daughter was diagnosed. She was eating, and we noticed that it was, just sliding out of her mouth instead of actually going down.
Oh, okay.
And once they done the swallow study, it showed that it was not going into the stomach; it was going into the lungs.
Oh.
And that's exactly what is happening to him.
Yeah.
And also, with him doing that aspirating right now, she needs a medical, what's called a suction machine. I have one that plugs into the wall, and I have one that I actually carry on my shoulder.
Yeah.
I never leave home without it, because if she calls, my daughter's Jamiria, and some people probably, when I say her name, they're going to know exactly who she is. But she needs to be suctioned, and what it is, you stick this it's called like a yonker handle. It looks like a little long, like I said, like a, it's longer than a toothbrush, but you just stick it in the child's mouth and it suctions the phlegm or whatever out of his throat.
Mm-hmm.
Because if not clearing his throat, that blocks his airway.
Yeah.
But he definitely, seriously needs help.
How old
and
is
I've been watching this baby since he's
been born, and he definitely needs help.
How old is your daughter now, if you don't mind me asking?
My daughter, she just turned
January 17th.
How old? I'm sorry?
She was 2 years old when all of this started.
Mm-hmm. And she's 22 now?
She's 25.
25. And, that's a blessing.
And I must say,
I'm so happy
I've done, she's had this, all through these years, I've taken her to physical therapy, OT, speech, you know, they started off with the speech where you were saying that how they work on the speech and all of that. What happened to her was we was in a bad car wreck and a drunk driver hit her when she was 2 years old. The impact snapped her neck, and that's what caused the traumatic brain injury. They actually flew her. We live in Georgia, in Thomasville, Georgia. So they flew her to Atlanta, and I've taken her for 22 years there ever since. They have the best care there, and early intervention is the best care. But Jamiria, for 22 years, she's had a history of seizures, and she's been on several different medicines. And, they've tried all different kind of things to, technology, the medical technology that they have it goes beyond. Yeah. And everything that their baby needs, they have. But she has to take him in. Yeah.
And when did they?
How much longer can he survive?
Right.
When he got in the medical attention he needs.
Absolutely. When did they do the swallow? When did they do the swallow test with your daughter? How old was she?
She was
3. What they do is actually, how you go in for an X-ray. But that's what they're gonna do to determine. And I can just tell, because he's still on the bottle, and I noticed that he never sucks a whole bottle. Yeah. And I hadn't really seen him just sit there and take a whole bottle in. Yeah. So what they'll do is they'll put him in this room, and they'll try to give him out. First they'll try to give him little liquids, small liquids, and it'll show his face, where it's going down through the esophagus. They'll see it on the monitor, just like having an X-ray. And if it doesn't go on down and go in his stomach, because you'll see the whole picture. And if it spills over into the lungs, they'll stop the test immediately right there. And then what they'll do, if he's aspirating, which I know he is, because I've had this experience with my child for 22 years, they will do an emergency G-tube. And that's what he needs. That's why he's so fragile. He's not going to ever gain weight. What his body is in now is called failure to thrive.
Oh, I know. I was reading up on that, and I was afraid that I was just reading up on that yesterday. Failure to thrive, and it's because more so of it has everything to do with the caregiver. It has really nothing to do with the person itself. It has everything to do with the needs being met, like early intervention, and these doctor's appointments and therapies and stuff are extremely crucial. Was your daughter offered palliative care?
Huh?
Was your daughter offered palliative care?
Yes. Started off trying to train the tongue, and because we would have the therapist. Is that what you mean? Have the therapist come in,
yes,
try to feed her and everything. Because after she had the incident, that's what they did, try to train her and bring in OTPT speech, and they'll train her they learned how to eat again. She learned how to eat again and all of that. But then she started, due to the brain injury, she started having the seizure activity. And, the seizures, having seizures back to back, it paralyzed, because she started back talking, it paralyzed the vocal. Yeah. So she wasn't able to eat. And then with her having to have her seizure meds to control the seizures, well, with her, like the mashed potatoes was oozing out of his mouth. With her at the time, he was on, baby jar foods and stuff. And the more I try to feed her, and I noticed that, it just keeps, oozing out of her mouth, and then trying to give her meds, and it's oozing out, and she had to have those medicines. So it's just a mother instinct. I took her in because something was wrong, and matter of fact, I took her in, to our hospital here. We live 4 hours from Atlanta in Thomasville. And they transferred her by ambulance, and they did an emergency G2 the next day.
Right. Can you
Because
hold for 1
he's
second?
not gonna get
Can
any
you
better.
hold?
He has to have an emergency G2.
Oh.
And the thing is, technology has changed so much. They have so many good specialists that can take care of everything he needs to have done. I just don't understand why wouldn't she want him to get the best care? I have gotten the top care for my child. For, like I said, they didn't expect for her to live.
Yeah. Ma'am, can you hold on 1 second? Can you hold on 1 second? Hold on 1 second, ma'am.
Call from Keisha.
Hello, Keisha?
Hi.
Hi. 1 moment, okay? 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. So, okay. So I'm back. Ma'am?
I'm here.
Okay.
My daughter was 2 years old and she's 25.
Yeah.
And, as a mother, I mean, as a, I work. And my thing is now, they have where you can have, I had caregivers coming in to help me. And I think that's what Chrisean needs. And they have so many different, where, like you said, she may need a person to come in and teach her how to be a mother, and also have caregivers to relieve her. And she definitely needs a stable home where she can get, Junior a room and get it set up where he can have, all the medical equipment he needs, like a hospital bed. He needs a suction machine. He's going to need, all the medical equipment, taking them to, appointments where they can get. Even my daughter had to have, arm braces, and she had to have the foot braces and stuff to correct. At one point, she's not walking now because her body's just so tired from, fighting all these years. But she's went through all of that, getting arm braces, foot braces, and at the point, like I said, they got her back walking. Yeah. But it's just because, her body's, just fought for 20 plus some years. I'm just grateful, because like I said, they said she never make it.
Yeah.
At 2 years old, and she's 25.
Absolutely. A huge
and
blessing.
If I wouldn't have got care for her, I don't even think she would still be here. Absolutely. So I'm very blessed and grateful. Yeah. And that's the key to life, is getting your child help. Yeah. There's no reason why you can't get a child help. When there's free medical insurance, they got Medicaid if you don't have health insurance. And number one, from day one, when she had this baby, she showed his Social Security check. So that meant this baby has Medicaid. So it's no excuse that she don't have insurance, but he does. Absolutely. For a fact. But she showed the Social Security letter. And right then I knew when she showed that letter that this baby had some medical issues going on. So I knew when he was born and she showed that letter, and then he was getting a disability check. So something was going on then. Yeah. Absolutely. But yeah.
To keep to his life is, I'm very appreciative of you, because it's heartbreaking that somebody has finally done something to help this baby. Yeah. Even if I could, even taking care of my daughter, I would take him and still take care of him. And
oh, that's so sweet. Oh, you are so sweet.
He definitely needs help.
He does.
He truly does.
He truly does.
He is so cute.
He is. So cute. Isn't he? He's just the cutest little thing. He is so cute.
It just breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart.
He is.
To see him going like that. And he has so what about his disability. Like you said, she would gain more respect and gain,
to just admit her wrong and ask God to forgive her and do the right thing for him, because he still has a chance at a normal life. Get him help.
Right. Absolutely.
But she's so ashamed of it, but she can't hide it anymore. Because it's evidence. And he is having seizures.
Yeah.
I see him.
Yes.
When you see his body
And you would know.
over,
You would definitely
a
know.
switch, that's seizure activity.
Yeah. Not the good time like.
He is when he was in that car and doing all that, the swim and all that. He needed oxygen at the time.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm going to take some other calls, but I really appreciate you calling in. Thank you so much. You're so sweet.
All right, we love you. And thanks.
I love you too.
Doing. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hello. Sorry. Thanks for waiting. You're live on the air with Sean everywhere. Hi.
Hi, Sean. It's Keisha.
Hi.
Hi. So, I'm chat here, and I just wanted to tell you that I myself am in palliative care. I have multiple sclerosis, and it's very debilitating, and it's extraordinarily painful. I could not imagine little baby Junior being in the pain that he's in and not being attended to with a whole team of doctors. Palliative care is, well, they saved my life. If I wasn't on palliative care, I would have taken my own self out. I've tried to, but the good Lord said that He's got other plans for me, and I'm
glad.
so glad I'm here.
Yes.
But it's a lot to deal with, and I could not imagine this poor little baby suffering every single day. It brings me to tears, and it makes me very, very sad.
Absolutely. So with the palliative care that you get, do you think that Junior will have something similar?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat yourself?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can. Yep. The palliative care that you are receiving, do you think that Junior will be getting something similar to what you have?
Junior would get comprehensive care. He would get a team of pediatric specialists that could give him some quality of life, but she's done so much damage to this baby that I just don't know how they would pull him out of it. He would at least get comfort care. Let me change it to not so much fixing him, but getting comfort care.
Yeah.
And that's really what I'm on. It's just end of life care. It's like kind of in between hospice. Hospice is the next step, but they will make him comfortable first and foremost. The little baby, I believe that he's got a whole team of angels around him. He must, because she puts him in some treacherous situations.
She does. She absolutely does. Aww. Well, you're so sweet. And thank you so much for calling in, sweetheart. I'm trying to race through some of these calls because a lot of people are calling. But I really appreciate you calling in and sharing your experience. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Keep up your good work.
Okay, thank you, sweetheart. I'll try my hardest.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Call from.
Hi, caller. You are live on the air with Shine Everywhere. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I just want to say I absolutely love your handsome self, and thank you for all you're doing for Chrisean Jr.
Absolutely.
But I want to say that I do. So in my city, I do work for Child Protective Services, and we're people first, so we see it, right? But what I don't understand about her is when they do a removal, you have the right to say, I want my child to go XYZ. So even when, she's at this point right now and they do a removal, she can say, I want my child to go to Sean Davy Way.
Right.
And until the judge terminates her parental rights.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is I don't watch her. I used to see her on Baddies years ago, but I don't watch her with the baby stuff. So I really just see a lot of her content through you.
Yeah.
And I heard you talking about his breathing and stuff like that. So I'm in the kitchen cooking one day, and I heard this noise, and I said, "What the hell is that?" And I come back to the TV, and it was this poor baby breathing. Yeah. Not that I didn't believe you, but oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I have my son, my youngest son. He, when he was younger, he was an asthmatic, and the doctor told he had an asthma attack at school, and I worked right up the street from the school. Ran to the school. By the time I got there, his pulse ox dropped so fast that the ambulance said, meet us there. They wouldn't let me take him in the car. And also his doctor told me it can be a such thing as albuterol and nebulizer abuse. Just as well as it can do good, it can absolutely go in reverse and shut the lungs down.
Mm. Wow.
So, yeah. And his scratching, the first thing I thought about was remembering her from Batty. So if she's not washing her, I highly doubt she's washing that baby.
Absolutely.
So yeah, like dead on there. So, and I just kind of think that she's just like, you know, like whoop-de-doo, if something happens, so I agree with you there, if something happens, it happens, and it's on live because I'm not like physically doing anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
But she's too slow to realize, like y'all said, that medical neglect, failure to thrive, necessary medical care is going to whip her ass.
Yeah. Because if anything happens to that baby, she is liable for it. Any medical neglect or anything that they find out, and they know, she will be liable. So if she thinks that she can just sit there and let this stuff happen and something happens to that boy and she feels like she's just going to get off, she has another thing coming.
Right. I think that she thinks that the live is going to save her because she's not, you know, laying that you know, openly. Laying hands on like, you know, we typically see. But, and I'm going to tell you though, when I first started CPS, I worked in intake. So bless the workers on that hotline because they have to look into every single call for everybody because it can be, you know, that call. What if, you know, if it just goes ignored and then somebody, I know in my city it does.
Right.
So one of the first things that I do is in my city, I go right to social media if I'm looking for somebody because the first thing they're going to do is get on social media and tell all their business.
Absolutely.
And that's the first place I look.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So, but that's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
And thank you so much, Sean. Appreciate all that you do.
No problem. Thank you so much for calling in, sweetheart. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hi, you're live on the air with Sean Debbie. Oh, sorry. Hi, you're live on the air with Sean Debbie Way.
Hi, Sean.
Hi.
I'm so glad I got you.
Hi.
I've been watching you since yesterday, and I'm gonna hold you to what you said because I came here because you said we were gonna discuss Ronnie. So when are we gonna get to that part?
Tonight. I said that we're going to do a live in the morning, and then we're going to come live tonight, and we're going to do listen to some of Ronnie's interviews, etc.
Okay, so come back tonight for that.
Yes.
Because I was there this morning. I ain't seen nothing go on.
No, that yesterday I said I'm going to do 2 lives. I'm going to come live during the day, and then we're going to talk about the updates with Chrisean Jr., etc. And then at night I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about Ronnie, and we're going to play some of his interviews, etc.
Okay, I see. I understand. Okay, before I let you go, because I know there's a lot of people got lots to say, and there's a lot of people who said a lot before me.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this: with my own family, my niece, not my niece, my nephew, there was something wrong with him. I'm not gonna get into too much detail, but basically, I saw it, and I tried in the gentlest of ways to warn my sister, and the whole family got on me. They got on my back, saying, "You're wrong for that. You know, you're wrong for that. You should have never said that. Shouldn't have did that. She's a mom. She should." Long story short, what I said came to fruition, and she admitted herself that, you know, she was just in denial. So, but again, I was right, and I never went back and said, "I'm right. I told you so," or anything like that. But I wish there was somebody more. Like, nobody's doing this to
how do I say it? Nobody's doing this to hurt Chrisean or get under her skin or do anything. Everybody's doing this because they care about Junior, and it really hurts to see a baby like that be left in the hands of somebody who can't take care of it, knowing that there are so many other people who can and will willingly jump into the fire to bring that baby out of it.
Right.
And just to see that go on, it's just crazy. Yeah. So I really wish the best for him. You are doing the Lord's work. We appreciate you and all that you're doing. And, you know, if I can just leave a little tip, I want you to go into a little bit more about her family and what they say, because I know Taseki has been, like, I knew since she was in the hospital, like having the baby, and there was that thing where they were like, oh, you know, allegedly she had chlamydia, allegedly, and they said they wanted to do a C-section, but she was so worried about getting that tattoo. She had Jonathan's lunch cut up that she didn't want to do the C-section. From that moment there is where I took concern. I know there was plenty before it and much after it, but that right there, that says something. But also I think her family knows her the best. So if you could please just touch a little bit on her sisters and her family. I know you said Marsh and Tiny, Serena. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know who you're talking
about. Okay, yeah, I know you said something about them, but I think they probably have like more insight. And I know it's always a back and forth between her and the family and everything that's going on. But I think they have some insider information. So let's just keep our eye out for that. And I would love if you touched on that subject, but I'm not going to take too much of your time. And I just want to say thank you for answering my call.
No problem. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. And yes, I will do that. Absolutely. Thank you so much for calling in, sweetheart.
You too. Take care. Bye.
Bye. Oh, she's
Call
so sweet.
from Cassandra.
Hi, Boo. You are live on the air. Hi, Cassandra.
Hello, Sean.
Hi.
Guys doing?
I'm doing just great. How are you?
So my phone might die, so I just wanted to chime in real quick. Mm-hmm. I love you, and I'm so glad that Junior has an amazing, like, individual fighting for him and getting others to, you know, be on the same page and understand the purpose. Because some of these retards, you know, they be driving me crazy. I've never heard so many people make an excuse for an able-bodied adult versus a disabled child. Yeah. Like, he can't walk or talk. So what are we doing here? How are we defending her and not defending him? Yeah. That just made me worry for anybody kid for her. But I just wanted to let you guys know, like, I'm 45 years old. Okay, you can hear me?
Yes.
I have Crohn's disease and I have 2 hernias currently that I've been trying to get fixed for over a year, and I'm 45 years old. I can't deal with the hernias. They are painful as hell. As heck. So I can imagine what Junior is going through. Okay? This is no joke. And then they grow on their own just a little bit. Yeah. So the amount of pain that this child has to be in physically is astronomical. And I'm praying that he gets help very soon, because he's a baby. He can't do this much longer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not eating. The lady that called and said the food goes to his lungs. Oh my God, I was on here crying with her. Like, that is crazy. Mm-hmm. And as you being a mother, you're supposed to fight for your baby. She's not fighting because she don't care. Yeah. And that has to be the most sad part. You see him in pain, but you chilling, you watching, you doing your facial, or, you know, you opening boxes and throwing them in anger. He can't have the clothing. He can't have the toys. What can he have?
Right. Facts. Yeah, what can he have?
You know what I'm saying? She's popping him in the playpen. He don't got no tablet for entertainment. He don't got no motor skill toys. Ain't no pillow. Ain't no teddy bears. Like, lady, come on. Even every kid got a sippy cup in the playpen.
Yeah, he ain't got that.
You know, and I'm just praying that somebody come through and swoop up and help this poor little boy, because
he can't do this another year like this. This is impossible.
Yeah.
He's 3. He's about to be 3. So I pray that everything that you do in the name of Jesus is done in success and very soon.
Absolutely.
And I thank you for giving us a voice.
Thank you so much for calling in, sweetheart. I really appreciate you. And thanks for sharing your story with me.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
So I will say this. Shout out to all of the callers. We will be opening up the phone lines when we come back because we will be doing the second show today. I have to go and do a show on my call.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Be quiet. I have to go over to coffee. It's something completely unrelated to Chrisean Jr. It's other content that I do. So we will go over there and in like the next 30 minutes. We'll do a show over there, and then I'll be back on YouTube in like 2 hours. Because I said I'll do an evening show. So what's it, like 5:30 Central Standard Time? We'll be back live and we'll do a show on Ronnie. We're going to talk about Ronnie Doe. No, I'm for real coming back because I want to get some of these shows out of the way so we can get to other stuff, right? I like for all of us to be on one accord. So when we are talking about situations, y'all can be like, oh yeah, he talked about that in this live. Oh yeah, he showed the video of this, on this type of what, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely will because I don't know if I'm going to be going live tomorrow on YouTube. I know I'm going to be doing Discord tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm going to be on here tomorrow because I have stuff to do. Chrisean Jr. related. And it's going to be a while because I'm trying to put a panel and stuff together. So I'm trying to get that done. So I'm trying to take time to reach out to all of these people so I can put this together for y'all because I want to bring other content creators in to the situation because I feel like they're working just as hard to create awareness for Chrisean Jr. And it takes a village. Okay. I don't do the clout thing. I don't do the oldest. I don't care if you have 2 subscribers. If I see your content and I think your content is good, I feel like you're doing it for the right reason. I love Blonay. I'm definitely reaching out to Blonay. We follow each other on Instagram. I've met Blonay in real life. I love her. I met her. Shout out to my friend, the official King Payne. I met Blonay at his meet and greet a few years back. So I love Blonay. I would love for Voodoo to come. I love Voodoo TV. Shout out to my girl Voodoo TV. Shout out to the TikToker we were speaking to as well. Like there's other TikTokers too I want to reach out to as well. So I mean, the more the merrier. I'm all for it. I'm definitely all for it. I want us to be an organic conversation. I don't want us to feel like I don't want like arguments and stuff to happen. I want it to be a positive thing, and I want the focus to be on Chrisean Jr. I don't mind comments on Chrisean. I mean, that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinions, but yes, and I will reach out to Bino. I don't know if Bino has any interest in Chrisean Jr. anymore. I feel like he was doing a lot of interviews about this, like when it happened. I'm not going to say that he don't care about Chrisean Jr. I just don't think that this is necessarily like an interest of his anymore. But I'll reach out to him and you never know. But I mean, I don't blame him if he's just like, yeah, good. I don't want to, I definitely would get that. But if he wants to talk, all for it. Bino's a great guy. Y'all know I've always been a fan of Bino. Shout out to Bino. I would love to have a conversation with Bino. I will, like I told you, I will reach out to him. But I don't want him to feel like it's like a force play or like he's a bad person if he isn't sympathetic or empathetic to the situation. Possibly today. No, that's definitely not happening today. But yeah, I mean, I will be reaching out to people tomorrow. So I mean, I'll put Bino on the list. So yeah, so I will be reaching out to certain people, bring to Siki. I really don't want to weaponize family members against Chrisean because it can look like an attack. That's why when the callers do call in and tell their experiences, I will allow them to speak because we can learn a lot from listening to these callers. Like we had a beautiful mother called in and talked about her daughter get a horrible car accident when her daughter was 2 years old and had cerebral palsy and had to go in and do so many different things for her child, from swallow testing and braces to the body and to correct certain things and regression and progress, all of that. So it's like we get like real insight from someone that is going through this. And I think it's important to do stuff like that because it shows that we are truly not attacking Chrisean, because that's not what this is about. See what I'm saying? So like rushing, one, I'm respectful. So I'm definitely going to respect all of my callers and my audience. Again, it's not easy calling in the shows and stuff like that. Like people's nerves get really bad, or they forget what they were going to say, or and stuff like that. So it's not easy being in front of a bunch of people speaking, right? So again, everybody's not a content creator. They're just giving their opinion or just wanting to talk about the topic because it affects them, or that, so I don't want them to feel like rushed. No, I don't care what y'all say in the chat. Y'all have free roam. Y'all get the roam. Y'all can have fun. If y'all like next caller, all that, that's fine. Like, I mean, it doesn't bother me, and I don't think it should like discourage anyone for calling in. It's like it's just words, and the audience is going to be the audience, right? The audience is going to have fun. Like that's just what they do. Like I don't feel like the audience when they be like, oh, next caller, stuff like that. I don't think that they mean anything malicious by it. I think that they do just kind of want to hear like other callers and stuff too. And they don't want the time to be monopolized. So I just think that's, I really don't feel like the audience is. Y'all just gotta let them rock. They still love y'all. I promise. All of the callers calling in, the audience loves you. Okay, they love you. Okay, so it's, they don't mean nothing by it. So yeah, but I do think it's important because you never know what you can learn, and I want people to feel heard. I definitely do. I don't want people to feel rushed. It is a lot of information that we are saying, and a lot of points I get that people want to pivot off of. So yeah. So I mean, y'all know me. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna do what I want to do. But shout out to all the callers. I really appreciate y'all. There's a lot of people that have call-in shows and the phone don't ring at all. Okay, our phones stay ringing. Okay, and I really appreciate the engagement. Okay, I really do. So I'm gonna listen. It's no different when I make calls outside of here. Can y'all imagine how long I'll be on the phone with some people? Think about it. Okay. So you definitely got to have patience in this content creating game. Okay, because you could talk to a person for 3 hours and get no information, but at the 3 hour and 1 minute mark, all of a sudden, boom, they say something, and it's everything, and it's everything. And so you gotta be patient. Me. I'm not expecting the audience to be patient because they're gonna run amok. The audience is gonna be the audience. The audience came here to be entertained, have fun, and see what they can do to help Junior. And see what's going on with Junior. That's why they're here. So don't feel discouraged. The chat is the chat. But I love you all. So does Chrisean know about you? Absolutely. What is coffee? Coffee is kind of like a place that we go let our hair down and talk about like a bunch of drama. A bunch of drama and stuff that goes on YouTube. Some stuff you may know about, some people you may not, but it's fun. I mean, it is definitely a good time. It's $4 a person. Again, over here on YouTube, it's free. Okay, just YouTube pays me. Discord don't. So yes, boom. Okay. So I'm gonna be on coffee pretty soon here, and then we will be back later on tonight. I promise we will be live, even if it's just for like 2 hours, because I told you I was gonna do a 2-hour show on today and then another 2-hour show later on at night. And we done already went over 2 hours. Okay. So technically, I only have to be here like an hour and a half. I only have to be here like an hour and a half. So, but I'll give y'all at least 2 hours. Okay. An hour of commentary, and then we'll do an hour of call-ins. Okay. Then we'll do an hour of call-ins. Sound fair? Okay. Everybody that was calling, please call back if you didn't get through. I will try to get you through. Okay. And y'all can complain about not being through because I'll be letting y'all talk. Right? Okay, I let y'all speak. So it's worth it when you get through. Okay. Thank you everybody for all of the super stickers. I really appreciate it. What time? Around 5:30 Central Standard Time. Okay, 6 p.m. tonight at the latest. Okay, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time at the latest. Okay, but we should definitely, I'm trying to be back by 5:30 because I have to pick up somebody at 5. And then when I get back, I'll jump right on live. I already got everything pretty much ready. So I will jump right back on live. So thank y'all for liking the video. I really appreciate it. Over 2,000 likes. Wow. During the live show. Really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please keep signing the petition. We're almost at 6,000 signatures. I will put it again on my community wall. I like to update y'all every day on the number. So I will update you right after I get off of here. And we will be back tonight. Okay, I hope y'all join me. Are y'all going to come? Are y'all going to come? Y'all rushing me to come back. Are y'all going to be here? On my word. Y'all coming back? Because I can take the rest of the day off. I'll go run over there and do this coffee work, and I'll take the rest of the day off. And I'm a girl, okay? And just rest my brain. All right? Okay, y'all saying yes. Okay. Okay. All right. He said, I'll be back. Okay. Well, I love y'all. I'll see y'all tonight. Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate all the continued support. Thank you to all of the callers. Thank you to our family insider once again for reaching out to us. Really appreciate it. We love you dearly. Thank you so much. And I hope you feel better. Okay. And until later on tonight.